Come on in. Let's see if I can straighten this a little bit. Don't want to mess it up. Oh, happy Saturday. Hope everyone is doing well. Come on in. I will always start by introducing myself in case we have anybody new here. I am Maggie, your substitute teacher. Come on into class. I am just a mom. I'm a boy mom times two. And I am also a home cooker. That's what they called me when they were little. Hey Maria, good morning. I hope you're feeling better. Let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Hope everyone is enjoying their weekend. Oh dear, trying to put the phones on Do Not Disturb. Hey Sherry, baby, boy mom times three. So you have seen it all. Shout out to the boy moms. We love our boys. We love our men. We love everybody here. Hello. Yes. What was I saying? Yes, so Sherry, baby, boy mom times three. You have seen it all. And ooh wee, y'all, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. My boys are 22 months apart, almost 13 and almost 15. And yeah, it can get physical really quick. But luckily for me, their dad is great and they're spending more and more time with him. So I'll be cooking for one today. I want to try a new recipe. Y'all have seen it all. So thank you for being here. You are my outlet so I can have my civilized conversations. But I've been on a health and wellness journey. I am maintaining about a 75-pound weight loss with at least 25 more to go. I'm not there yet, but I'm on my way. I got some shorts on, so I put some lotion on so I'm not ashy. But yeah, I've just completely changed the way that I eat. I've been seeing a metabolic specialist, and so I've taken a food sensitivity test. My counters are sticky, and I don't like that. I've taken a food sensitivity test. For me, that was a cheek swab on the inside and some hair samples. So I have a list of foods that I can have and a list of foods that I have to avoid. Yeah, Sherry, baby. So that's my list right there on the fridge. But like you all, I love to eat and I actually love to cook. So what we do here on my YouTube channel is it's turned into a cooking channel, but we're building a community of people who love to eat, and whatever your reasons are, whether you want to just have some extra ideas for recipes, whether you are, struggling with weight. It's been a lifelong issue for me, but I finally found something that works, and you all are here to hold me accountable. Thank you so much, so I can age gracefully. Or, if you have family members or yourself, you're struggling with health issues. Look, I am not a doctor. I'm just a home cooker, but I used to be pre-diabetic. I used to have elevated cholesterol and I used to have borderline blood pressure. And now all of that is normal without medication, thankfully, because I've changed the way that I eat and the weight is kind of coming off as a byproduct. So I'm going low and slow. Y'all, this is year 3 for me. I want to finish up this year. I'm 46. So for the first 43 years, yo-yo diet, I was just like y'all, long commute. I've been corporate since college. And so I've been there, you're ripping and running and just trying to make, the best you can in the drive-through or whatever. But the weight problem ended up turning into a health problem for me. And so I said, this is not the life that I want to live. So I'm doing something about it. So I'm so glad that you guys are here. So it's Saturday afternoon. I'm going to take my time. I'm coming on a little bit later today. I haven't had breakfast. I did have one of my little chocolate protein shakes. It's a veggie meal. I think the link is in the description. And of course, I added some skinny syrups to that. I shared with you all, excuse me, I'm also an Airbnb hostess. Very proud that I'm a super host with a 5-star rating. I love to welcome and take care of others. And I've got some guests coming in. They're flying in from the airport. So I wanted to make sure that their suite was ready and all the finishing touches. I still have one last load of laundry. So we may take a quick intermission and I have to fluff some pillows or do something like that. But I'm so glad that you guys are here. Shout out to the scholars. You guys have named yourselves as scholars. You are my community. I love you all. And Study Hall, which is the live chat, is where it all goes down. Thank you all so much for being here. Hey, Kirk Anderson. Thank you all so much for being here and just, you know, keeping me company and hopefully, learning some things. We learn from each other. I don't know it all. I'm not a chef. I'm just a home cooker. So I'm going to start by wiping off this counter. We had a good time last night. Y'all, we did the cook along. So thank you again, Belle. And thank you again, Keisha. I don't think she's on yet, but if you're watching the replay or you come on later, I had a blast, y'all. Struggle streaming, struggle cooking, struggle eating, the technology, but those Maggie cakes, to me, it was so much fun. So again, if anybody wants to cook with me, what I do here, we call it a cook along. We can do it whenever you want. If there's a recipe that you want to try and you want to walk through it together, just send me the recipe and we'll connect offline so we can try and get our technology together. I will always make the substitute version, but you can make the full flavor version using whatever ingredients that you want to. And we'll just go through it step by step, and I'll drop the link so that you can come on side by side. Yesterday was my third time. So the first time I did with Lisa, we did crab cakes. They were excellent. I made crab cakes last night. Somebody wanted crab cakes, so I made those very good. I made the full flavor version. The second time we did the squash lasagna, which was excellent. So it's basically lasagna, but using yellow squash as the noodles. That was excellent. And then last night we did the Maggie cake. So I'll try to put our cook-alongs on the community tab in YouTube so you guys can go back and see. But, we're having fun with it and no need to be nervous because I'm figuring it out as I go too. All right, so let me clean off the counter, wash my hands. We're gonna do a little bit of an unboxing. I got a couple packages that came in. Oh, and I have a giveaway box. So sit back, get comfortable. This may be my only live stream today. I'm having a massage, but I'm having a little, spa treatment, for me later today. So let's see how I feel after that. So I'm gonna take my time. We are going to make today, I've never made this before, and you guys saw the thumbnail and you saw the picture, the link hopefully in the description. Sweet potato, kale, and bacon frittata. Sounds interesting. So I don't eat sweet potato, so I'm going to substitute with butternut squash. I probably should get it out of the freezer. I'm going to substitute with butternut squash, which is excellent. I love it. If you see me do the fried apples, Lead Attorney loves his fried apples. But the same thing, butter, brown sugar, cinnamon, and nutmeg. You can pan fry them or you can put them in the air fryer. If you like a sweet potato fry and you need a good substitute for that kind of starchy, sweet vegetable, that's a great substitute. So I've done those before and they caramelize down and they're so yeah, Sherry Baby loves butternut squash. So many things. Oh, I've made an excellent butternut squash soup in the slow cooker. So good. It's a, more of like a winter squash, more like not a warm weather, but like a cold weather vegetable. I say eat what you like and eat it whenever you like it. My family's African. I was born in Ghana. Love my parents. They're in the area. Y'all know Nana and Papa. And, in their culture, there's a lot of soups and stews and then, rice and other starches, yams, plantains. And I'll see my mom in the kitchen, y'all. She still does it. And she's got this big old cauldron and she's cooking this soup and it's bubbling up and it's like hot. I'm like, how do you eat soup in the summertime? Let people eat what they want. You do what's best for you. All right. So I'm rambling. Let me wipe off the counter. Links are in the description. I'm just using this Brandless Granite and Stone Cleaner. It's just an affordable cleaner. I always clean before. You guys see me washing my hands often during preparation. Maybe I'm a little bit of a neat freak, but it's my comfort blanket. I enjoy cleaning. It's kind of therapeutic. I am a former corporate executive and I still work corporate, but thankfully I work from home now. But I'm just happy at home and, happy in the kitchen, especially because I found something that works for me. But I've been cooking for the family for ever. Nana had me in the kitchen before 10, prepping vegetables, so I didn't really have a choice. So now it's all kicking in. Oh, Monique says she made the fried apples. Okay, let's see. Monique says, OMG, I made the fried apples with my breakfast sandwich. So good. I'm going to try the pear next time. That's an excellent. Oh, yes. Y'all, any kind of fruit like that that has that texture like apple or pear, absolutely. So Monique, thank you for telling me. I'd love to know, did you peel your apple or keep the skin on? Did you use whole apple or slices? And I'd love to know what you did, like butter, brown sugar. Did you use any substitutes? What spices, cinnamon, nutmeg? I'm curious. I love it when you guys try the recipes. Cookbook is coming. I know people have been saying that for the longest time because you do need a cookbook, and I'm going to put one together. But my palate has completely changed. Hey, Lean. My palate has completely changed, and so I think things taste good. But I love it when you guys try this stuff and you're like, yeah, it actually tastes good because it's kind of like, confirmation. All right, so I'm going to wash my hands. I'm listening for the laundry up there. So like I said, I'm taking my time. We're going to do the unboxing first. Y'all know I believe in these delivery services. So this is just Amazon Prime. Let me get some scissors. I think I know what this is, and I just ran out. So I'm so happy that it arrived. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, my Alkazone alkaline water drops. Y'all see me use these all the time. Okay, I'm not going to reach into recycling, but it's like a little eyedropper for anybody new here. Welcome. For anybody who's returning, welcome back. Hey, MEB. So Alkazone link should be in the description. When I got my test results, I was shocked. There was stuff on there that I'm sensitive to that I eat all the time: chicken, coffee, citrus, dairy, gluten. I was like, what? And I also, that's where the substitutes came in. Some of those things have fallen off, but I have to work within my list of food sensitivities. But one of the things that I found out with my food sensitivity test is that I was more acidic and I needed to drink more alkaline water. Now you can buy alkaline water already bottled. That's completely fine. To me, it's expensive, or you can make your own. So this is like $13 on Amazon, and it's a little eyedropper. Y'all see me use it all the time. It turns regular tap into alkaline water because I was drinking water, and it was just going through me. It wasn't staying to hydrate me. So now when I drink water, it actually, my test results show that I'm more hydrated. So this is something that y'all see me use all the time, and I was out or running out, so I placed an order and it just arrived. So perfect, because I used the last little bit this morning. I think I got a Walmart box at the front door, so I'm going to go get that and let's see what's in. And we'll keep unboxing until we start cooking. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. All right, so this one is Walmart. I don't know what's in it. I shop all the time. The reason I do the unboxing with you guys, one, because I want to know what's here. But two, I'm a big believer in the delivery services. Y'all are going to hear me say this all the time. If you like to go in the grocery store, that's completely fine. For me, it's stressful, and that's even before you take the kids. Have you ever taken two boys to the grocery store? So yeah, I had to stop that before the pandemic. I'm coming, Monique. But whatever works for you, Amazon Prime, Walmart Plus, Instacart, Shipped, they're all about the same, like $100 for the year, which breaks down to about $2 per week. And you can put stuff in your shopping cart and they'll deliver it to you same day, next day. Some have a minimum, some don't. I think I have links for all of that in the description of the video, so you can check that out on YouTube and Facebook for sure. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher, on all platforms. So wherever you're watching, thank you for being here. But I also know that I have issues with impulse buying. So let's say I needed just those Alkazone drops and I go into the store and I see this beautiful end cap of Oreos or something that I don't need. So the delivery services also help me stay on track. So I'm just sharing with you guys what's worked for me. When I retire like my parents are and I like to go strike up a conversation with somebody in the produce department, maybe things will change. But for right now, that's not my life. All right, so Monique says, OMG. Oh, wrong one. You made the whole apple skin on in your ramekin. Ooh, with butter and 0-calorie brown sugar. I love it. And cinnamon. You were amazed how good it was. And you're going to get Cool Whip next time. Y'all, I had an Airbnb guest, Crystal, if you're watching, a wonderful guest. She's a travel nurse, works incredibly hard. And like a lot of us, we're struggling to get weight off or keep weight off. And she gave me the recipe for the baked apples, which inspired my recipe for the fried apples. But you can get a whole apple. I don't have one now. Maybe it's in the giveaway box. You can get a whole apple and core it. I didn't know. I thought this was just a vegetable peeler, but it's actually an apple core too. So if you have one of these, okay, I'm going to get a tomato, but I'm not going to actually do it. But let's say this is your whole apple. Get your peeler/core. You can keep the skin on or peel it first if you want to. And then you use this pointy part and you go in and then you go around. So you go like this and then you go around the core and you work your way around the core and then it fills up this little thing like this is the apple core and then you just pull it straight out of the apple so you can get the seeds and everything out. Especially if it's pretty symmetrical, it'll work well. If it's a little funny shape, you may have to go in there again. So once you get that hole in the middle of the apple, get your I'm cooking for one because it's just me, but if you're cooking for the family, you can get a whole tray or you can get a ramekin, like a little ramekin you would put melted butter in. And I would put water in it, maybe just like this little lip amount of water. What is that, like a couple tablespoons? Put that in the ramekin. You can do this in the air fryer. Y'all have seen me do it. Put your cored apple on top. Well, before you do that, stuff the hole you just made with butter. Y'all know I use goat butter because I can't have cow dairy. Stuff it with butter, brown sugar or 0-calorie brown sugar, cinnamon. You can actually get your softened butter, 0-calorie brown sugar, cinnamon, whatever you want, into a little bowl and like mix it up into like a little grainy paste. And then take that whole scoop of paste out and stuff it into the core, push it all the way down. Sit it on top of your ramekin and bake it. So the butter and brown sugar are going to go down into the water and it's going to it's going to cook inside. You're going to get this layer of like ooey, gooey, toffee. It's so good. And then your apple may just collapse down into it if it's not already touching the bottom. Maybe 20, 30 minutes, 350. Just keep an eye on it. The skin is going to get all wrinkly. And then depending on how soft you like your apple, oh my gosh, get a spoon. And when I tell you, the skin is going to be like you could peel it off like a sheet. The apple flesh will be soft and buttery and sweet and ooey gooey. And you can spoon it out. Add ice cream if you eat ice cream, whipped cream if you eat whipped cream, y'all, from whole fruit. And that's a great thing, for the kids that have a sweet tooth. Maria, she says, ready to eat some apples. Yeah, y'all see me over here dreaming about food all the time. I like to eat. Some people are like, I could take it or leave it. I like to eat. So now I've changed how I eat. But just some tips, especially, it was so sweet, Val, to see your little ones on the cook along last night, because, a lot of us just grew up eating what was given to us and we don't know any better, and then we have a taste for all that, like artificial. I mean, I've had them too, like McDonald's apple pies and that stuff that's not real fruit. So if you want to make some changes, I'm happy to share some options, and then you could serve that, as a dessert, and then kids can get involved too. Everybody can make their little paste the way they like it. If you eat nuts, you can put some chopped like walnuts or pecans in there. Stuff. Y'all, okay, don't get at me about the environment. I do recycle and reuse these boxes, but this is just a drink enhancer flavor for water. I use it in, you can put it in a water bottle, but I have this fancy water bottle, completely optional. I think it's called Infuse, but it's got a little cartridge here that you take out and you put your water flavor enhancer in there. I know, right? And then you put it in, completely optional. But it's got a little dial so you can do a little or a lot. So it's just another way to continue to drink water during the day if you are struggling with water. If you're one of those that carries a gallon with you and you can drink a gallon every day, all day, more power to you. But if you're not drinking any water and you just want to start, that's an option. You can start with flavored water and then move away from it, just lemon, just whatever. So next, I'm going to do the giveaway box. So those were my packages. So I had the Alkazone, and then I had, this is just Walmart. It says Energy Berry Blast. I try anything, any different flavors, just to continue to drink and stay hydrated. And of course, I put my Alkazone drops in it. My laundry has stopped, so I'm going to do a quick intermission, but I'm going to shout out to my sponsors. Thank you so much for being here. Maria, really people, ×2, completely optional. You guys just being here and supporting just makes my day. We're trying to grow my YouTube channel to 999 because my mom, Nana, Principal Nana, says she will subscribe, but she wants to be number 1,000. When I get to 1,000, I'll be eligible for monetization. But y'all, we're going low and slow here. Nothing is going to go viral. It's just me. I just make the snacks. But if you want to support the channel, I'm going to, let me see if I can get fancy, y'all. I'm going to put on some music and I'm going to pull up the, let's see, pull up the, ooh, fancy. Pull up the options for donation if you want to. Cash App, Diane Brown. There's a Venmo, PayPal, and Zelle. Give me 2 minutes, run upstairs, get the pillows out of the dryer, throw them on the guest bed, and we're going to go to the giveaway box. So I'll be, sorry, Instagram, y'all, but I'm here. Yes, please hit the like button, and I'll be back. I'm going to mute. All right, everyone. Let me unmute. Okay. Maggie, ready to eat some apples? Okay, thank you all again for being here. I'm doing laundry. This is not a real cooking show. It's just me at home. All right, so I'm going to go get the giveaway box. I got some stuff today, and we'll see if there's anything in there that I can keep, and the rest I'm going to give away. What's a giveaway box? I'm so glad that you asked. We'll talk about that too. I'm even hungry. I think I may have all right. All right, you guys. So, hey, Keisha. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you again yesterday for being part of the cook along. It was so much fun. I enjoyed the Maggie cakes. We are going to take our time. I am hungry. Let me grab a little something. I really should eat before I come on here, but I am trying to discipline myself so that I only eat when I live stream for you all. So, this is something that I keep in the pantry. It's also something that I'll take with me if I'm ripping and running errands. Drop something. So beef jerky, I know it's not what you would consider as a snack, but I usually snack on protein. So beef jerky, boiled eggs, of course, drinking lots of water. But this is something that can kind of hold me because I'm taking my time to try a new recipe. Cooking is going to come after this, so I'm just going to wash my hands and have a little bit of a bite and something to eat. And we'll talk about what's in the giveaway box. And of course, I am drinking my usual, this is Panera Bread iced coffee with almond milk, and I use my 0-calorie sweetener, the skinny syrups. Y'all see me use this kind of stuff all the time. 0 sugar, 0 calories. So this is how I get flavor in my coffees and teas without all that extra sugar. I think I have vanilla in there, but just something so you guys can see. Y'all, you were tired too? That was a lot. It was fun, but OMG. It's a labor of love, but it is a lot of work. All right. So I went to a local church to pick up a giveaway box today. I do this from time to time. It's fun for me. I know it's weird, but in case anybody is new here, like I said, I'm also an Airbnb hostess. That's why I'm running to do laundry. I have some more guests flying in this afternoon, but I had someone stay with me pre-pandemic, and people come and go and do what they do. And she went to volunteer at a local church, and I was like, okay, see you later. When she came back, she had a box, and she was like, I brought this for you and the boys. And I was like, oh, what's this? And I'm looking, and it's a box of produce and meat and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, what in the world? Y'all, I have worked. Thankfully, I'm able. I've never been on any assistance. I don't qualify for anything, which is totally fine. I am able. But apparently during the pandemic, churches, I guess, and the government, I don't know, were partnering to be like drop-off places or pick-up places for like food banks, and partnering with farmers and other, food creators so that stuff wouldn't go to waste. And so literally you can just show up. You don't have to be a member or anything. You don't even get out of your car. You pop your trunk, or they open it, put a box in there, and then send you on your way to make sure that people had what they need during the pandemic. And I was like, this is a thing? I didn't know. So my nosy behind, I was like, well, this sounds like fun. Now, because I work from home and I'm able, I do it because I'm curious. Of course, I buy my own groceries, and, some of the stuff that I recommend for you guys that I use, I'm not going to lie, it's a little bit more pricey, but I don't eat nearly as much. So I like good quality. So I'm willing to pay for that. But I do like going to get these giveaways for two reasons. Three reasons. One, because I'm nosy. Two, I'm able, but you never know who around you is struggling. I live in a nice neighborhood in a cul-de-sac, but I know like across the street, I've got neighbors who the grandkids may get dropped off on them without notice. I have a neighbor on one side who, is having car problems, so she's not mobile. You just never know. There's some college students that live down the street. So I go get the box. I go through it. If there's one or two things that I can have, then I'll treat myself, and then I give away the rest. So I'm kind of like a little Meals on Wheels. It's fun for me. So when I say giveaway box, that's what I'm referring to. So I got one today. So let's go through, see what was in here. I can already tell most of this is going to be going right back to the car, but I'm curious. And to be honest, sometimes I get stuff in the giveaway box that I've never seen before, or I've never tried. And it's kind of like, I know like some of the squashes and some of the recipes that I try with ingredients, if I didn't have to buy them, then I'm like, I'll try this new recipe because, I'm not going to be upset that I don't like it if I didn't have to buy it. Just a little bit about me. All right. So let's see what we've got. Regular old spaghetti. I can't have gluten. Gluten came on my sensitivity list, so I'm going to be giving this away for sure. But a good substitute for spaghetti for me. You guys have seen the zucchini noodles. I think they call them zoodles. You can also do spaghetti squash. I've got some spaghetti squash, which is great when you roast it, and then when you scrape up the pulp or the flesh or whatever, it kind of shreds like little noodles. That's excellent. So there are different things you can do. If you can have full grains, then enjoy your spaghetti. Kids love spaghetti, but that's going away. Good old peanut butter. Looks like this has got a little dent in it, but I'm sure it's fine. Right now, I'm not eating any nut butters while I'm trying to get the rest of this weight off. I'm trying to be very strict, but peanut butter, good source of protein. Great snack on apples, crackers, whatever you like. But watch for added sugar. Peanut butter is one of those things that, you think is healthy. This is not too bad. It's got 3 grams of sugar, 2 grams are added. So what I eat is lean protein, low sugar vegetables, and low sugar fruits, some starch, and I try and stay away from any added sugar. So one of the things that I've learned on my journey is that there's a lot of added sugar and stuff that's not even supposed to be sweet. And sugar is highly addictive, and sugar is highly inflammatory. You guys know that I've talked about the joint pain and different stuff that I used to have. Oh, thank you, Keisha. It's fun for me. Excuse me, little Meals on Wheels. Look. My boys are getting older and they're at that age where, well, mom never was cool, but, they're doing their own thing. So I got to find a passion project for me. So that's why y'all are here. Hello, scholars. Come on in. Mona, the moderator. Thank you so much for being here. Please drop your family link in the channel. If anybody has a business or you have a YouTube channel, please make sure you put it in the chat and I'll pull it up. So you guys are here to support me. I want to support you. But yeah, peanut butter is one of those things. It's great. We all love a peanut butter sandwich, unless you're highly allergic. Thankfully, I'm not. But just watch for extra sugar. There's so many other nut butters, almond butter, cashew butter, y'all. It's all out there. The more natural, the better. But I'm not the food police. But this is in the giveaway box. Ooh. I don't eat these, but I'm going to go put this in the guest room. Like, I'm waiting on my guests to fly in from the airport. I have a little snack basket for them. Like I told you guys, I grew up with Nana, who is a retired home economics teacher. Now she corrects me. It's family and consumer sciences. But, I just grew up with a mom who cooked all the time and served others. And especially when you have guests traveling to your home, of course, people pay to stay here. But, even if you have company coming, it's a nice little touch just to have a cool beverage, whether it's bottled water or a beer or a glass of wine or whatever, and a little snack if they're coming for dinner. We can do this with the kids too. Y'all know when they come home from school, everybody's dying of starvation. Or, if you're married and your husband comes home, it's just nice to have a little bit of a, snack so they can grab. I don't eat these. I used to love this kind of stuff, but this is a Cliff Bar chocolate brownie energy. Okay, so let's see. Everything that I eat is supposed to be under 6 grams of sugar. This bar, 250 calories. I'm gonna go put this in the guest room. Put in the chat how many grams of sugar you think are in this bar. Chocolate brownie Cliff Bar, sustained energy. I'll be right back. Maria says 36 grams. I'm putting some lotion on my hands because I just washed them. Also, links are in the description. I'm a Scentsy consultant. If you need any home fragrance, please check me out. A little high, Maria, but yeah, 16 grams of sugar. Oh gosh, yeah, you guys, I'm telling you, right? So, these are some of the things that we used to do where we think we're packing a lunch and you think you're eating healthy. You grab a granola bar. I don't eat that stuff anymore. I don't eat chips. I don't eat granola bars. Of course, I have it in the house. I have a basket for the kids. I put a basket in the guest suite for my guests, but I can't eat that because you think you're doing the right thing and then the scale isn't moving. You're not losing weight, and you're like, why? All of us can do better with sugar. So that's why, that Cliff Bar used to be my snack. Now this is what I'll snack on between meals. Completely optional, a little chewy, but you might be able to, make some choices if you want to. Beef stew, not eating that. I don't eat much out of the can. It's fine in a pinch, but I try to be as fresh as possible. Ooh, mashed sweet potatoes. This looks good. I don't eat sweet potato, but it looks good. Genuine sweet potatoes with butter and brown sugar. This looks like one of those, heat and eat 60-second pouches. Not bad. If you are a college student or in a dorm or traveling, you don't have access to a kitchen, this could be a good option. My substitute for sweet potatoes is the butternut squash. So I would probably chop it up, either steam it, just like I did the mashed cauliflower. So my substitute for mashed potatoes is mashed cauliflower. You guys have seen me do that. The video that we did with Nana, where she wanted a steak, and I did a steak and mashed potato for her, but mashed cauliflower, I bought the dollar steam bag, steamed it for like 5-6 minutes in the microwave, and then I put it in a pan and just kind of sauteed a little bit with some garlic to infuse some flavor in it, because cauliflower, the texture is pretty mild. No, the flavor is pretty mild. The texture can give you that nice, starch if you like it. Um, and then put it in the blender with goat's cheese was my substitute. You can do cream cheese or sour cream, butter. I use goat's butter, and then just blend it. You get that nice creamy mashed potato consistency, but you're actually eating cauliflower. Excellent substitute. And I found out from mom that Nana used to put mashed cauliflower in our mashed potatoes when we were growing up, and we didn't know. So if you want a good way to add some extra vegetables for the kids, that's an option. Bill says you're still struggle streaming. Your battery died. Y'all, we were all struggle streaming yesterday. But it was so much fun for me. I'm still watching the replay. Here's a secret, y'all. I don't watch my replays. Every once in a while I will, but it's kind of weird, right? The way that we look, the way that we sound, our mannerisms. But, some of y'all are like, oh, I'm so nervous. It really is just practice. I remember in graduate school, I had to present every week. We had individual assignments and group assignments. And so I had to get up in front of the class every week for 2 years. And so it's just one of those things that, like, I'm not going to say beaten out of you, but like rehearsed out of you. But still, you're not alone. It is kind of weird to see yourself, especially those of y'all who watch me on TV. I think that's so cool now. You can stream. Please do other things. You're more than welcome to multitask in my class, scholars. But my point, sorry, I'm rambling. My point is that I am going to go back and I'm rewatching the cook along last night because it was so much fun. I know we crashed, but we were all struggle streaming. I got kicked out of my own stream multiple times. Vel, you watched immediately? Ha! I didn't know that. Johnny Depp doesn't watch his own movies either. There's a lot going on with that, but y'all, I just make the snacks and we keep it about food here. So Vel, tell me, when you rewatched it, what did you think? Ooh. Oh, anyway, I'm just talking to you guys about the giveaway box. So if you are craving sweet potatoes and you are trying to avoid starch, try the butternut squash. And I'm back. Y'all, I don't know what happens. It just, starts spinning. But I am streaming on Instagram too, so I don't know what's going on. I'm going to have to take a look at it. But we were all struggle streaming last night. Perfect timing, right? Okay. Thank you, Maria. Thank you, thank you. I call on you, Maria. Next time we do the cook along, you are more than welcome to come up or come back. All right, so let's finish going through this giveaway box. So yes, I was talking about the butternut squash. I'll be using that today. Excellent substitute for sweet potatoes. And mashed sweet potatoes are good. Nana had me making the boys baby food when they were young. Y'all can make your own baby food. Just take the stuff that you eat and puree it. It's You know, the jars are great for travel, but get them used to real food if you want to. All right, so this was in the giveaway box, Whole Foods brand stuffing mix. Obviously, I don't eat this because it's got breadcrumbs in it. I'm sensitive to gluten, but this is great, you know, at the holidays. But stovetop stuffing, you know, I guess something like this, you know, you just add what? Butter and water to it. It's a great side item, you know, if you've got hungry kids to feed and you guys can have grains. The boys know how to make their own stovetop stuffing. I've heard that a lot of people. And I'm back. All right, Mona, I'll ping you afterwards. I might want to try something different. Okay, Mona, I put something in the private chat. Let's try that. Take a look and let me know if that works for you, and then we'll connect after. Okay, so I've also got corn in the giveaway box. You know, I don't eat starchy vegetables, but this is great, I guess, in a casserole if you need something filling. You know, so all this stuff I'm giving away. Ooh, I think I'll keep these. So chunk white chicken, so canned tuna, canned chicken, a good little snack for protein. You guys have seen me do the egg drop soup. If you need to make a quick meal, this is something that if you eat ramen, you can toss in a ramen bowl and have some extra protein. So chunk white chicken in the can. I know if you have time to make your own chicken breast, do that too. But this is an option, so I will be keeping these. All right, so let's see. This is going away. What else was in here? Yellow rice. Y'all know about seasoned rice. I don't eat rice. I don't eat most starches right now, but this is great if you've got a rice cooker. I do have a rice cooker. My mom has a rice cooker on the counter and it's full all the time. But you know, you can put yellow rice, make a nice side dish, add some seasoning to it. If you want, add some parsley for garnish. You could also make the rice and then, you know, you could what is it, like pan sear those sausage links like turkey sausage or beef kielbasa when we did the sausage and peppers, and then some mixed vegetables, maybe canned vegetables, and make a quick meal with something like this. A quick 30-minute meal for the family. Busy day. More pasta going away. I don't eat pasta or gluten, but elbow macaroni. If you do eat macaroni and cheese, I make a mean macaroni and cheese. I've been told, I did taste it, but I catered a friend's dad's 70th birthday party over the holiday. He wanted all the stuff, all the southern stuff, fried chicken, macaroni and cheese from scratch, you know, all of that stuff. So it's fun to make. People love eating it, but you know, I love food, and when it's a holiday or when it's you know, a special occasion, of course, I'll indulge. But like I always tell you guys, it's not what you eat from time to time. Other way around. It's not what you, yeah, it's not what you eat from time to time. It's what you eat all of the time. Okay, so Vel, I yeah, I know people don't watch themselves. I know it's kind of weird. But Vel, maybe you put in the comments, but when I got kicked out, that happened. So let me know what you thought. For those of you all who have watched the cook along from last night, I'd love to get your feedback. You know, we're just making it up as we go, but I had so much fun and I will rewatch it. Sweet tooth, anyone? This looks fun. This will be fun with the kids. Bake some cakes and then decorate it. So it's a cake mix and then it's got Oreo crumble pieces for decoration. That's going away. But I remember, you know, the kids' birthday parties and doing all that stuff. Now they're just like, they just want money. Whatever. Huh. So this is a kids, it says organic kids plant protein nutritional shake. Let's see how much sugar's in it. Not the 9 grams of sugar, not bad, but this little thing is 200 calories and 9 grams of sugar. The weather's getting warmer where I live, so I'll be doing lots of smoothies, and you guys will see me blend fruit. The skinny syrups that I use are a great addition to make your own smoothies. Smoothies are another thing, and these shakes are another thing that can be a lot of hidden calories and sugar. So if you want to make a smoothie, fresh fruit or frozen, ice. I would go with the plain unsweetened yogurt. If you can have dairy, then Greek yogurt is good. It's got protein. It'll keep you fuller. I don't eat cow dairy, so I would have to do almond yogurt or coconut yogurt, but I always look for the plain unsweetened, and then I add my skinny syrups in there. Strawberry, raspberry, vanilla, whatever you like. Whatever you like. And blend it up. And of course, if you like spinach and all that stuff in there, put that in there too. But yeah, sometimes like this little thing, a kid would chug it fast and it's 200 calories, so I'd have to give that away. Vienna chickpea snacks. Never heard of this. I almost want to try it. Baked puff. I don't eat chickpeas. It's got 0 grams of sugar, but I am curious. I've already had my snack for the day. It says 5 grams of plant protein, 0 sugar. Let's see. I'm always looking for a good snack. I don't eat chickpeas, but not while I'm trying to lose, but hummus and roasted chickpeas. You can bake them on a tray and get them nice and crunchy. They are great on a salad or, to add some. Ooh, Mona's having a smoothie bowl for lunch. That looks good. So, just nosy. Ooh. Vegan ranch. Not bad. Not bad. Pretty good. Comes together. So, little, maybe like a Cheeto substitute. Let me put these away. If I were going to eat these, you see how I'm just going in the bag and eating them? Mm-hmm. Pour out your portion, what you're going to eat, put the container away because you can really overeat doing that. But not bad. Never heard of this brand. Vienna. So if you're looking for a good chip substitute. Oh, Mona says you saw those today at Sam's Club. Not bad. The first bite, I was kind of like, oh, interesting. But it's got a nice little, flavor eventually. I've already had my snack today, but just showing you guys what I have. And these are actually very good. Some of y'all have tried them. Walmart, Ingles, online, from the ground up. If you need a good chip substitute, these cauliflower stalks, these are approved for me because they're made from cauliflower instead of the chickpea one. But if you want a good substitute for a veggie straw, so you can see here, it's nice and salty. They have cheddar and other flavors, but this one is just sea salt. Excellent. Cauliflower stalks. So I'm always looking for substitutes for stuff that I actually like. Oh, thank you, Val. Interesting. Stuff is coming in twice, but I'm not touching it. Yeah, I feel like stuff over here sometimes is janky, but every time I turn this camera on and y'all come in here, I'm like, well, You like something I'm doing. I'm just so glad to have you guys here. You know, Maggie the Substitute Teacher, my YouTube channel is only 3 months old. And but I've been cooking for years, and when I started my health and wellness journey, I would just take pictures of the food that I eat. You can go back and look at my Instagram and scroll back and look. I'm always taking pictures of food. I follow the Food Network, Bon Appetit. My Echo show is set to, food as the screensaver. So I get inspiration from everywhere. When I was, I'm still corporate, but when I was in the office, I managed a team for, global headquarters at Coke. So for all of the services, the gym, the fitness, the same thing, the gym, the clinic, 7 restaurants, all of that stuff. So I have a thing for like white glove service, but I would cook food and people would say, "Did you make that?" I'd say, "Yeah, I made that." Slightly offended, but okay. Because I enjoy making the presentation appealing, right? We all eat with our eyes first. Ooh, go to TikTok at night. I'll see janky. I'm scared to do that, y'all. I am on TikTok. I'm not live there yet. I don't have enough followers. So if you're on TikTok, please look for Maggie, the Substitute Teacher, and I'll make my way around. But people would always say, you should make a cookbook, or when you have a cookbook, I want an autographed copy. Excuse me. So I was like, oh yeah, one day when the kids are up and out, I'll get around to it. But some of you all have found me from the lead attorney who we love, a great now retired attorney who started YouTube as a pandemic hobby, and he's amazing, and he's teaching us up in young. I was going to say young, but newcomers, how to share all of this knowledge, because he says if you're over 35, you should start a YouTube channel. So here I am. And I just started narrating my pictures. My first videos were just the pictures I was taking of food, saying first you do this, then you do this, then you do this. And then one of y'all scholars said, "Are you going to do a cooking demonstration?" I was like, "Y'all actually want to see it in action? Here we are." All right, almost done with the giveaway box. Lentil chips. Never heard of them. I'm not going to open them up and eat them. I'll save them. Maybe I'll let the kids try them. That's what I do. Lentils are like, I think, in the bean or legume family, but this is Whole Foods brand, so there are options. And all I do, y'all, is, I buy stuff, I try stuff, and if it's good, I'll tell you. If it's not good, I'll tell you. I'll still eat it, but I won't buy it again. But you can have, the potato chip experience. These look like they're crispy potato chips made out in 0 grams of sugar. So I'm going to save these for the kids' snack basket, made out of lentils instead of, potato flour. Yeah, potato chips. Old El Paso. There's my TikTok. Taco dinner kit. Kids love tacos, Taco Tuesday, whenever you want to make them. I make a lot of Latin food. I'm going to give this away, but I do like these taco shells that are flat at the bottom. But that's a great family night dinner. Just make the seasoned ground beef and have all the toppings out, the lettuce, the tomato, the pico, the sour cream or plant-based sour cream, and let the kids decorate it themselves. They love that. So I don't eat corn, so this is going to go away, but I will show you the substitute that I use for nachos and taco salad. I may have had a small avalanche, but also from the ground up, same brand, they have tortilla chips. I'm gonna go get one, but they're actually really good. You guys have seen me do in the taco salad or the nachos, and they hold up their weight really well. I've been snacking on these. They have a lime version. This one is just sea salt. I'll grab one. This is what happens when you're hungry. Yes, Keisha, you do have a gorgeous kitchen. Oh my gosh, and your stove, it was beautiful. Oh, so beautiful. So you guys can see, this is from the ground up, this nacho chip made from cauliflower. I've also used cassava tortillas. Put those in the air fryer with a little bit of oil. Make my own tacos. Cassava is a root vegetable. Check out my shot glass fish taco video. You'll see. Honey grams, going away. Snacks, crackers. I don't eat this. Kids probably will. I can't have grains. And 8 grams of added sugar. All right, the last two I'm going to save for the boys. Just cereal, honey bunches of oats, and rice checks. I don't really eat cereal. You guys did see a couple days ago, I made my own Cinnamon Toast Crunch from the crepini wraps. That was fun. A little time consuming, but it's fun. But kids will eat a box of cereal in 2 days. So this is nice. Oh, there was some produce. Let's see. So we'll save the cereal for the boys. So all of this is going away. Give that away. There were a couple loaves of bread in there. Nice whole grain bread from Publix. I don't eat bread like this, so I'm going to give this away, but nice for grilled cheese, patty melt. Hey, Jessica, welcome. So this was in the giveaway box. Beautiful. Can't have it. And then lastly, a bag of some produce. They gave me a couple of these. My tomatoes are a little bit bruised, but they had some tomatoes. I already have some. And some onions. I have shallot. And some oranges. May keep the oranges. But some produce was in there. I haven't had my fruit today yet. Should probably cut up an orange and eat it. All right, so that's what was in the giveaway box. So now I'm ready to start the frittata. All right. Just listening for the laundry. All right, so let me clean up and wipe the counter. Anytime I bring something from outside, like a box or whatever, I always wipe the counter again and wash my hands. Same as before. Use what you have. Welcome, welcome, Jessica. So, I don't know, is this Jessica with the London accent or another Jessica? It's always so interesting who's here. If you don't mind sharing where you're watching from, we love having you here. And if you're London, Jessica, I love London. It's just very iconic. All right, so today I'm making something I've never made before. I don't know how it's going to turn out. Hopefully good, because I'm going to eat it anyway. I only eat twice a day when I go on live with you all, but it's Saturday, kind of a lazy day. So this is the time when I would, if I see a new recipe, if I have the ingredients on hand or substitutions, then I'll give it a try. So this came up on my Echo show. You guys saw the thumbnail. Sweet potato, kale, and bacon frittata. Never made it before. So I don't eat sweet potatoes, so I'm going to substitute butternut squash for that. We talked about that. Kale, I'm not a big kale person, but when I did my interview with Suzette Speaks, if you guys saw that, Suzette is amazing. She's another YouTuber and attorney and I think TV show host. She does it all. But she's also embarking on her own, health and wellness journey, and she sent me a list of foods that she's trying to incorporate into her diet, and she asked me if I knew of a way to make kale more tasty. So I bought this kale for Suzette Speaks. Thankfully, I didn't have to cook it during the interview. We ended up doing a veggie quesadilla for her, which was excellent. I could eat that right now. So, I still have some kale in the fridge, and I'm going to try and Oh my gosh, y'all, did Jessica say where she's watching from? Jessica from Cali. Oh my gosh. Jessica, our Mexican and Caucasian sister. Welcome, Jessica from Cali. You're going to be Jessica from Cali. I will not say it. I know what lead attorney calls you. Here, you are Jessica from Cali. So, welcome. Thank you for being here. I've got some coworkers that live out in San Diego. I've been to San Francisco, loved it. Just a very different vibe. I've been to LA, nice. So, welcome, Jessica. Welcome to class. Okay, so this whole thing with the kale, y'all, this study hall. So I have Suzette Speaks Kale. So I'm like, I don't want the food to go to waste. So I saw this recipe come up and I'm like, okay, I'm going to try it. Here's one thing about kale. It's a green vegetable, leafy green vegetable. It does have a bitter-ish kind of taste. Either you like it or you don't. I don't really eat a lot of kale. I would opt for spinach. I can do a lot more with it. It's milder, or maybe I'm just not that good. But I did see one of the cooking shows that I watch, one of the channels I watch is America's Test Kitchen. And I'm always trying to learn because you're never going to know everything about your craft. But he said a mistake that a lot of cooks make sometimes is you get your produce, you wash it first, and then you chop it up. And that works for lettuce and, tomatoes and all that stuff, right? Wash first and then cut it. He recommends you do the opposite with kale because of that bitter taste is released even more when you cut it. So he recommends you get your kale and you chop it first and then put that in a colander and rinse it after you've cut it so that you're washing away some of that oil and that bitter taste so that it cooks up and it's milder. I remember him saying that on the show and I'm like, okay, I'll try that next time I have kale. Well, today is the kale day. So we'll see. If y'all have had kale and you know about that bitter taste, you know what I'm talking about. And then it says bacon. Right now, I'm exploring that beef bacon that we made last night. I have another pack, so I'm going to do the beef bacon. All right, so recipe should be in the description, but it calls for 5 slices of thick cut bacon. All right. I did buy this, but I can't have it. This will be for the kids or anybody that wants the real stuff. What I'm going to be using is the Godshaw Angus steak bacon. It's not thick cut, but it's fine. This is what we used last night for the candied bacon, which was excellent. I'm new to beef bacon. Okay, Jessica's Cali Scholar. Welcome, Scholar. You are welcome here, sweetheart. So this is the bacon that I'm going to use. I picked this up at Ingles, which is a grocery store here in the South, I think. But I also saw that it's available at Sam's Club. So I think tomorrow after service, I may go peruse Sam's Club. Y'all know I don't go into the stores, but I may go look and see what else I can find. I'll make a trip for a special ingredient. Okay, 8 large eggs. And I have exactly 8. Have y'all ever seen a recipe for anything other than large eggs, medium eggs? No. But we got our eggs. So this is going to be like a casserole, family size. It's just me. So I'm debating. I'm going to make the whole thing. Anytime I try a new recipe, I always do per the recipe first, and then I'll doctor it up. If I like it, I'll do it again. Your local Sam's Club stopped carrying the beef bacon. No. Yes, behave. Nana could be watching. Y'all know my mom. First, she started like commenting like on my phone while I'm doing my live streams, and I put everything on do not disturb. And then Nana, the last one I saw, she was like, "You're not reading my comments." So, Mom, if you're here, I'm trying. I'm trying to do it all. Mona, what I asked you to do, I'm going to see if that works any better. We'll see how the struggle streaming happens. Let's see. Okay. And again, Mona the moderator, please make sure to drop your chat. I'll pull your channel, I'll pull it up. If anybody else has a channel or a YouTube channel or a business or anything, since you're here to support me, I want to support you. So please put it in the comments or chat. kosher salt, and freshly ground black pepper. All right. Kosher salt, pepper grinder. Extra virgin olive oil if needed. I'm going to substitute my coconut oil. I do have olive oil, but I'm going to substitute my coconut oil. That would have been bad. It's a glass bottle. So I do have extra virgin olive oil, which is fine, but the oil that has been approved for me is this MCT oil, medium chain something. I don't know. It's a coconut derivative. It's fine for like light sauteing and oiling tortillas or whatnot. I wouldn't use it to like pan fry or anything because it has a very low smoke point. Excuse me. But what I do like, I bought this thing one time. I'm not keto, but this is the brand. And I like this container, even though I just dropped it. So I just continue to buy MCT oil and I just refill it. So I keep it next to the stove and I can pump it as needed. So I'm using coconut oil. It calls for extra virgin olive. Yes. Y'all please check out Mona's family channel. Okay. One small sweet potato cut into 1/3 inch cubes. I'm substituting butternut squash. So I have some in the freezer. Oh gosh, yeah, accident. Y'all know this is not a real cooking channel. Y'all are just here for whatever reason because we love our community, but you know anything could happen here. So it calls for a sweet potato. Let me show you my substitute. So I do have a deep freezer in the garage because of course I have way more food than I need. I'm working on it, y'all. I want to try and pare things down. You know how we always like stocking like the end is coming. Okay, so this is my substitute. I don't eat sweet potato, so I had this in the freezer. Simply Nature, I don't know what brand this is. Aldi? Okay, so this is Aldi. It says organic butternut squash. So this is frozen, but you can see it's already peeled and cut up into squares. I have a whole butternut squash, but butternut squash has a very tough rind. Yay, thank you for supporting Mona. Butternut squash has a very tough rind, so you can, hurt yourself cutting it and peeling it. Save yourself the time if you're not really good with a knife. These steam bags are a godsend. I love the steam bags for, veggies for the kids, broccoli, green beans. Y'all know I love the steam bags of cauliflower. That way you don't have to boil the fresh cauliflower, steam it, and then, add your garlic and then put it in the blender with your butter and sour cream or goat's cheese and make a good mashed potato. Same thing with the butternut squash. If you want to substitute for a sweet potato, this would be a good option. So the same ingredients that I use for the fried apples, y'all know Lead Attorney likes his fried apples. I would steam these and then I would empty them into a skillet with butter and brown sugar or 0-calorie brown sugar, a little cinnamon, a little nutmeg, and you can pan fry them if you want. You can air fry them if you want them crisp like a sweet potato fry, or you could puree them and make a mashed potato. Substitute sweet potato, mashed sweet potato. Y'all know what I mean. So this is my substitute. 3 cups roughly chopped curly kale. Ah, yes, please subscribe and share. So I have this bag in the fridge. This is Suzette Speaks Kale. So hopefully she'll catch us on the replay. I was so nervous she was going to ask me to make kale on that interview. I was like, oh, do you really like it? All right, I'm trying to open this, but I don't like to waste food. You know, the way I grew up, you ate what was served. I don't know who Nana now. When the kids come over, my kids, when the grandbabies come over, she's like, "You want mashed potato? You want mac and cheese? You want Nana?" I'm like, "Who, y'all?" Grandparents and grandkids. I just sit there looking left and right like a tennis match. Like, I don't know what's happening here. They're like, "Nana's the best, Mom. You should cook like Nana." Uh huh. So anyway, just trying to open this bag. I have this thing about I don't like ripping it open. Like I'll sit here and thread the knot. Weird, I know. Um, oh, you're learning to eat the food even if you don't like it. Look, I'm not even gonna lie. I like to eat. Some people are like, yeah, as long as I'm not hungry, I don't care. But I am grateful for what I have. And humble beginnings. My parents are immigrants, grew up poor in the sense that they were students, and I just don't like to waste. I have seen poverty. Um, I'm looking at the chat, y'all. What is this wait list for? But I try really hard to make food that I like. I've been told that what I make tastes really good. The kids like it. When I cook for other people, they love it. But if I make a dud, now of course I'm not going to suffer, but if I make something and I'm like, yeah, it's okay, I just don't make it again. But if it fits all my nutritional requirements, I'll eat it. You know. Here's your etiquette tip for the day from my etiquette coach who may be watching, Emma DuPont. She's in London and she has an online school and an in person school because I want to stay elegant and represent you all well. Just consider that when you are going to eat out with friends and family in a restaurant, y'all know some of us can be really picky with food, send it back, have all of these restrictions. Of course, if you have a serious allergy, then, let the host know or let the restaurant know in advance. But if you ask for your steak medium and it comes medium well, just consider, if you want the evening to be about you or if you want to have a good time and just eat the steak, right? Because it's actually, kind of, dare I say, rude because now everybody's waiting to eat their food because they feel guilty enjoying their food and you don't have your plate. And then the kitchen is trying to get your plate together. And so the focus just turns from whatever the outing was supposed to be about. I am still fighting this bag. Belle says you never send anything back. Exactly. I mean, like, it's not the end of the world. You want to have a good time. You want to have good conversation. You want to fellowship with each other. And, if it's just you and it's your birthday dinner or just you and, and your husband or whatever, I mean, that's fine. But, when you're with a group, proper etiquette is really about making others feel comfortable and really about, conducting yourself in a way so that people feel like they can be themselves. And it just kind of throws the rhythm off from the meal. Now, you're hurrying up to eat because your plate came. I am still fighting this bag. I got a little OCD in me. Sorry. Because in my mind, I'm like, I can reuse this bag. Don't rip it. Um, but yeah, so now the meal, it becomes about you and it just throws the rhythm off. So just consider that, when you're out with people, especially in a group, family events, work events, whatever. Just try to be grateful. What are the disgruntled workers doing? Oh my gosh, I missed that, y'all. My head is down here. I'm almost done with this knot. You know how you have a necklace or jewelry and you get that knot? I don't know about y'all, but I will sit there at the table on the glass with tweezers if I have to and get it open. Dun 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 dun! Little victories for me. Okay. It actually looks pretty. Looks kind of like algae. Looks weird, but I don't want to waste. So this is our kale. Suzette speaks. You asked for it. Ooh. It smells floury, like it already has a strong smell and I haven't even cut it yet. Yeah, ask questions, absolutely. Oh dear God, what is happening? Ooh. Absolutely. Okay, so we've got our kale and then 1 cup grated white cheddar. Y'all know I can't have cow dairy, so you know what I'm gonna get. I have 2 options. This is the mozzarella, the goat's milk mozzarella. I also have this pepper jack made from goat's milk. I think I have another one that's already open, but I'm going to be using a goat's milk cheddar. I can't have cow dairy, so as much as I love milk and yogurt and cream and half, it doesn't love me back. So some of my favorites, this brand Leclerc, you can get it at Sprouts, which is a farmer's market in my area. You can also get it online in bulk. So I'm going to be using goat's milk cheese, but I do have one, the cheddar that I got from Ingles, that's already open. Y'all remember when I tried to crank and it broke? Because this is not a real cooking show. Okay, great. So we've got our ingredients: bacon, eggs, salt, pepper, olive oil, sweet potato, kale, and cheddar. So I'm going to read the instructions because I hear my washing machine on its way, finishing a cycle. So we'll be taking another intermission. Y'all, I am taking my time. It is just me, and this is what I want to do. So please make yourselves comfortable because I'm going to be here. Oh, undercooked chicken, absolutely. Yeah. You don't want to eat anything that's going to make you sick. Absolutely not. But yes. So I'm going to read the entire recipe first because, you know, sometimes like with the test, how we just hurry up and start doing stuff and you're like, oh crap, I was supposed to do something else. So I've learned the hard way. So again, link is in the description from Food Network Kitchen, sweet potato, kale, and bacon frittata. So it says preheat oven to 400 degrees. Now I'm like, ah, crap, I gotta use the oven. So I'm thinking, because if you see the picture, they're using a cast iron skillet, and I do have a proper cast iron skillet, but I also have some smaller just because I don't want to drag it on too long. Their recipe calls for it to go into the cast iron skillet. Let's see how long it bakes. Eggs don't usually take that long. 5 to 7 minutes. But I also have like these small. I think this came when you know, like those little cookie sets that you get at the holidays that have these. I saved these. So I got a couple of these. So I think maybe I'll make the frittata, the batter, and then just cook a small one in the air fryer because I really don't like turning on the whole oven. Oh my gosh. Whataburger, yes, I remember that in California. Oh, so good. Animal style or whatever it is, so good. Add the bacon to a skillet and cook over medium-high heat, stirring regularly until the bacon is crispy. So do that for 10 minutes. Then using a slotted spoon, y'all know what a slotted spoon is. Spoon with the slots. Using a slotted spoon, remove the bacon into a paper towel lined plate. That's easy. All right. In a large bowl, so I can be doing this, cooking the bacon, and then in a bowl, add the eggs, 1/4 cup of water, 1/2 teaspoon salt and pepper, and set aside. I like to use a glass bowl so y'all can see, so it looks like a proper cooking show. Drain off all but 2 tablespoons of the bacon fat. Aha, gotta keep some of that fat. If the bacon is not rendered enough fat, add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Okay, so if you're using like turkey bacon or something that's very lean, that's what the olive oil, or for me, coconut oil will be for. So I'm using beef bacon, so we'll see how much fat we get from that. But y'all can tell, it looks kind of like corned beef or pastrami. I know y'all sent me some other pictures of beef bacon. I'm going to search and see if I can find the other kind, but this one is the Angus steak. Oh my gosh. Y'all are so funny. How you order your food? Hey, order what you like. If it's just you, fine. My whole little etiquette lesson was just about when you're with a group. Okay. Drain off all but 2 tablespoons of the bacon fat. If the bacon, we already read that. Return the skillet to medium-high and add the sweet potato. Y'all already know what I'm using. Butternut squash. 1/4 teaspoon salt and pepper, and cook, stirring until the potato is slightly brown. Now my potato substitute, my butternut squash came out of the freezer. I'm gonna use it anyway. I'm wondering, should I microwave it? Is this a steam bag? I don't know. I'll use it. Okay, 7 to 10 minutes. Add in the kale and a small pinch of more salt and pepper. Stir until wilted, about 4 minutes. So this will cook down just like spinach, cabbage, all of that. Add the bacon back to the skillet. Turn the heat down to medium-low. Add the egg mixture and half of the cheddar. Using a rubber spatula, start lightly scrambling the eggs. When the edges begin to set, top with the remaining cheddar and transfer the skillet to the oven. I may have to use the oven because it's saying you partially cook it here and then you bake it. So bake until the egg is set and lightly puffed up, 5 to 7 minutes. Remove from the oven and let cool for 5 minutes. Slice into wedges and serve. Hey, Amethyst, come on in. Amethyst, I may need your help from last night to do an Amazon store. I'll see if I can figure it out. But, okay. So, y'all, like I said, I'm taking my time. I hear my dryer cutting off, so I think we're going to do another commercial break. I'm going to get the clothes out of the dryer because I got Airbnb guests coming and I'm trying to get their room ready. So we are going to be making this sweet potato, kale, and bacon frittata. I'm going to do it per the recipe, which means I got to take the stuff in the oven that I had out and go ahead and let it start preheating. I will use the oven today. And then we'll start chopping everything up and see what we can do. So, just give it a try. Hopefully it's good. Yes, I use the oven for storage. I'm going to put a piece of foil down on the bottom shelf just for, I don't have to do that now. I'm going to go ahead and turn the oven to 400 to preheat. We're going to do all of this, but I'm going to take a quick bio break and go get the clothes out of the dryer. So I'm going to put on my screen. We've got our channel sponsors in the house. We've got Keisha, thank you. We've got Maria, really people, thank you. Completely optional. If you want to support the channel, I appreciate everything, especially y'all just being here. So I'm going to put on some music. I'm going to mute myself and I'll put on our little wallpaper. Feel free to take a break, but I am here, going to run upstairs and I'll be back. So we've got that. And And we're back. All right, thanks everyone. I appreciate y'all letting me do my thing and live my life. Again, in case anyone just joined, getting my guest suite ready because I've got some new Airbnb guests checking in. So I'm doing laundry and cooking. Um, okay, so hope everyone is well. Let me wash my hands and put my apron on, y'all. Wait till you see what happened to my apron. All right, so the oven is preheating. I'm actually using the oven today just because this recipe starts in the cast iron and then you go from the stove top to the oven. So, okay. I feel like I should iron this, but y'all, my Costa Rica apron is like now kid size. I washed it, but let's see if I can still make it work. It's not too bad. So it used to go down to like my knees, cleaning and laundry. Y'all understand? I don't know what people think, but as an adult, if you live somewhere, you need to clean up after yourself. And if you work during the week, it's busy. So welcome to the weekend. I am cooking and cleaning as well. Maria. Oh, okay. Don't let me get you off track. Please, y'all. In Maggie's class, you are welcome to multitask. Take me with you. I'm not that small yet, but you could probably fit me in your phone and listen hands free, do stuff around the house, put me on TV, whatever you want to do, whatever you like. All right, so I'm going to take my jewelry off. We're going to chop up, just get our veggies prepped and ready. All right, so let's start with the bacon. Get a cutting board. Anytime I make a recipe new for the first time, I try to follow the instructions, so that's what I'm going to do. All right. So again, I'm using beef bacon. If you can have the real thing, please have it for me. Angus steak, Godshaw. Got this at Ingles. I've also seen it online at Sam's Club. You guys have seen it at other grocery stores in your area too. So this is what we did for the candy bacon yesterday. It was so good. Ah, yes, exactly. Go hang out with our elders. Absolutely love that. So I said this before, this is just me. When I cut bacon, I try to cut long ways and open up the flap because when I pull it out of the package, then it stretches and it's not in its original shape. Maybe that's just me. So I try to cut it around the edge. I'm just using some kitchen shears to go around the edge. Yeah, spend time with the elders, absolutely. That's what I try to do, with my mom. She's great. She's retired and, just sitting at home watching the news isn't great for anybody. So I like to get Nana out and get her talking to us, even if that means I get scolded. All right. So I've got my beef bacon. This is what I do. Just me. Smells nice so that I can just lift with two hands, lift it straight up, and I don't change the shape. Amethyst, I know, poor thing. She's a student and she has a YouTube channel. Y'all, I'm telling you, we all got to do it. Been there. I know you wear many hats too. So thank you for spending part of your Saturday with me. Focus, Maggie. 5 slices of bacon. So obviously this is family portion. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Tore one. Shucks. All right, bacon oven is preheated. All right, 5. So what I'm going to do, just to make for easy chopping, I just kind of put them together on the cutting board so that when I cut one time and it goes through all 5 pieces. For something thin like bacon, that's pretty good. Let me get a knife. Brandless knife, under 10 bucks. Links are in the description. Good kitchenware. I like it. It says cut into 1/3 each pieces. Oh, 1/3 inch pieces. I'm like, third of an inch. That's like tiny, right? Third of an inch. So that's small. So I'm just going to go. I'll show you guys what I'm doing. I'm just cutting it into little strips, and then I'll go the other way. I don't know what 1/3 of an inch is, and I'm not measuring it. Y'all know I eyeball everything here. But, you know, when you want to cook bacon into those nice little crumbles, you get the raw bacon, you cut it into small pieces, and then you just kind of stir it over the skillet so that the fat comes off, and you get that nice crispy bacon. So I've cut into strips, turn the cutting board, and just kind of go down long ways. You don't have to be really good with a knife. Just make it, you know. If you watch the link that I put, there's a video, I think, to her making it. So I did watch the video. So I kind of am just doing from memory. Again, I'm not a chef. I'm just a home cook. Oh. All right. Then I'll just kind of run my fingers through it to make sure I have small pieces. I still have a couple that are long. So I'll go back through and just take those out and just make sure that I cut everything about the same. Again, I'm using beef bacon. I guess it would work with turkey. In the recipe, she used pork bacon. If you eat pork bacon, then this recipe will work just as designed. But we're going to see how it goes with the beef bacon. All right, just going through here, making sure I have small pieces. That's good enough. All right, she says about 1 heaping cup. So let's see if I have a cup. You know what? I don't feel like measuring it. I'm just going to put it in a container. It's about a cup, which is like 2 fistfuls of bacon pieces. So I'm just scraping this up off the cutting board. So this is my beef bacon. If you use regular bacon, then you want to have your small squares of bacon. Yes, absolutely. Amethyst has a YouTube channel. Oh, so please support each other. All right. So the leftover bacon, I'm going to put in a Ziploc bag, put it back in the fridge, and wash my hands. I clean as I go, and I'm taking my time. So, well, I'm going to wash my hands first so I don't get the plastic bag. I keep various size Ziploc bags, plastic bags in the kitchen for, you know, putting stuff away. So it's airtight and hermetically sealed. I have another little bite because I'm hungry. My snack, 0 sugar, beef jerky. When I'm really hungry, this is like a quick hit of protein. You could also have like the canned chicken, chicken breast, whatever. If I ate something like a granola bar, it wouldn't keep me full. All right, so we've got the bacon. Next, it calls for eggs. I can crack those. Salt and pepper, I can do that. Olive oil if needed. It's 1 small sweet potato. I got the butternut squash. 3 cups roughly chopped curly kale. All right, so remember, I'm going to switch cutting boards and knives just because one was meat, one was veggies. Proper order probably would have been to do the veggies first, but, you know, to me, this looks like pastrami or something already cooked, but when you're using raw ingredients, you want to make sure your cleaning surfaces don't cross-contaminate. Oh, wow. Salty like the sea. I've heard that for pasta water too. Um, so let's chop this kale. So if you heard my little spiel before, I'm gonna try chopping first and then rinsing. That's what I saw online to kind of wash off some of the bitter taste. Um, let's see how it goes. Cutting board and a knife. New cutting board. New knife. And I'm gonna get a colander. All right. So the recipe calls for 3 cups of kale. So we got Suzette Speaks Kale. And this is way more than 3 cups. I don't think you use the stalks. You just use this part. So I'm just going to chop off. I'm looking at it. Y'all, it looks like something from underground ocean. Hey, Keisha. So I'm going to cut this, man, kind of tough. I'm just looking for some nice sections. Chop away at. We'll do one more chop. I saw some brown pieces, yeah. So I'm going to tear this off. Throw that away. And then, man, you really smell it when you cut it. And then one more big chop. All right. So we've cut the kale. It's pretty though, pretty green. Oh, real cooker's measurements, no cups or spoons. It is hard to learn, y'all. I'm gonna work on this cookbook for y'all. Everybody's been telling me I need a cookbook because you do need a cookbook. And I will put measurements in it because I know when you're starting, you need a recipe. But like you always hear me, whenever I cook something new, follow the recipe and then, taste as you go if you can. But then next time, don't be afraid to change it the way you like it. All right, so we got all this kale. The recipe calls for roughly chopped, 3 cups roughly chopped, which just means, I'm just gonna ball it into itself, chop, chop. I mean, not anything perfect. You just want, small enough pieces so that they will, bite size. You don't want to, like I do. Yep, eyeball everything. I know. All right. So again, I did not wash this kale. I am going to chop it up and then put it in the colander and then wash it after it's chopped. So I heard that's how you can take some of the bite out. When I talked to Suzette Speaks before we did our interview, she's trying, like a lot of people, to be more plant-based. I eat meat, but if you eat kale, I have heard, because I've had a kale salad that, was okay with some dressing, but it does have this like bitter taste to it. So they said chop it up first, then rinse it. Okay, I'll try it. Now, kale has got an interesting taste, but since we're cooking it with eggs and cheese and beef bacon, maybe it will, not overpower so much. I think I have more than 3 cups, but I'll go ahead and chop it anyway. Really, this stuff is, brittle enough you can just kind of break it. Hi, baby loves. Welcome. Thank you for being here. All right. I think I'm going to go ahead and finish chopping this kale, put it in the colander. Yes, thank you. Like, subscribe, and support. Thank you all for being here, keeping me company as I get the rest of this weight off and live stream my eating and cooking. All right. I think this is good enough. You know, just pick up a few pieces, eyeball it. If they're still kind of big for a fork, tear them apart. We're not going to make a big deal about it. All right. So, kale, colander. I'll put the rest in here. I know I have way more than 3 cups, but that's... Oh. All right. Now that we've cut it and we've opened up the vegetable, now I'm going to rinse it really well in the water, hopefully take out some of that bite. The measurements are a suggestion. All right. So I rinsed it really well. I literally got under the faucet with my hands and moved this kale around to try and get water on every little part of it. So let's see if that helps. Because if it doesn't, y'all won't see me cooking kale again. Oh my goodness. All right. 3 cups. So I got this big old mamma jamma. 3 cups is right here. So I'm going to fistful. Wow, that didn't take long. It's about half of what I chopped. Maybe I'll save some and do something with it. Maybe make a kale salad. Let's see. All right. So we got our kale. Actually more than 3 cups, but so I still got a colander full. I'll figure out something. Maybe toss it in some olive oil or coconut oil for me. How do they make those kale chips? Like air fry them, make them nice and crispy, make a nice little snack, salt and pepper them. Maybe I'll try that. What do y'all do with your kale? I got a whole bowl full, so maybe I'll make a little snack. All right. Oh man, I got kale on the counter, kale on the floor, kale everywhere. All right. And 1 cup grated white cheddar. So I have this new gadget. I know, I'm always buying stuff. Kale salad with the sweet potato and balsamic vinaigrette. That sounds yummy. I might do that while this thing is cooking. Sounds really good. Butternut squash for me. All right, I got a stick of cheese that I need to shred. Since I'm taking my time today, I think I'm going to get that salad shooter out. So Amethyst Novell says you put your kale in broth or soup or salad. Okay. I bought this. I know, me and the gadgets. A salad shooter. It says it shreds cheese. I'm going to try it. Completely unnecessary, but you know, I see stuff in the catalog or as seen on TV, and I'm just like, this is what I need in my life. I've been fine without it, but now I must have it. Y'all saw my little crank shredder beat the dust. Go, go, gadget girl. I don't know if anybody has one of these. You know I don't read the manual. So, can't be that hard. Plug it up. Look at you gardening. Veggie was on here asking Nana about her garden. And she told everybody Maggie doesn't like dirt. I know, but... All right. So apparently I can put stuff in here, aim it at the salad. Excuse me, I'm going to use this bowl. Plug it up and... Let's see. So it came with this interesting piece, a blade. Oh, cool. It has extras. So there's one already in here. Caution. Always use the food pusher. moving parts, keep fingers out, unplug before, okay, open and lock. So I'm just gonna take this out, rinse it under some water because I'm gonna use this for the cheese. All right, so I'm gonna put this back in here. This frittata better be good. I could have made 3 meals by now. All right, so locked it. All right, just wipe this down. Let me get my goat's cheese. I got a new block or a partially open block. Oh, y'all are connect amongst yourselves. All right, so this is a cheddar cheese I got from Ingles, made from goat's milk. So it's a goat's cheddar cheese, and if y'all remember, I was trying to shred on my crank and it broke. I could snack on some of these cheese shreds. Oh, I'm hungry. All right, so I'm going to put this in my salad shooter, and we're gonna see how it works. Mmm. Woo. All right, let's see first, before I plug it up, will this fit? I need to cut it, break it in half, and just break it in half again. I guess I could cut it. But I'm just trying to get pieces that'll go into that container. Not perfect. All right, so I'm gonna plug it up, put this in here without any cheese, and just turn it on just to see how it sounds and how it moves. Y'all know I can splatter myself and whatnot. Let me unwind this cord. I need the type of devices that are just grab and go. Fresh herbs are great. I heard an herb garden is really good, saves money, and I buy the herbs for my ingredients, like all these spices, use it one time. All right, so it's got an on-off button. I'm gonna plug it up, turn it on. Okay, I can go with that. So I got 4 blocks of cheese. I got a glass bowl. I got a salad shooter. So I'm going to put 1 block of cheese in here. The food pusher, hopefully it'll go down on its own. And let's see. I like it. Y'all, I have shredded cheese. Oh, electronic, y'all. I'm gonna be walking around like, pew, pew. Need me to shred anything for you? I'm gonna shred the whole block. Because y'all saw me in here with my ancient time machine. So exciting. It's a little smaller at the top, and I need to hold it down and kind of press this, but shoot. Second piece done. Kids could use it with supervision, but I would just be careful because I have boys, and y'all know they're always trying to fly too close to the sun. I know, whoop, whoop. All right, 2 down, 2 to go. So this is a great like meal prep thing. You could go ahead and shred your cheese and have these in a meal prep container. So I'm gonna put the other 2 in here together and do the last one. All right. So I have my cheddar cheese fresh. I'm dropping it, y'all. Wait a minute. I worked too hard for that. Hold up. Cheese, please. Greedy. Okay. So I have my freshly shredded cheese. Salad shooter, great. It is unplugged. I'm just looking in here. Open this. Take the blade out. All right. So I'll need to get in there and just clean, but did the job. Wonderful. All right. How much do I need? 1 cup of grated white cheddar. I have way more than a cup. Let me get a cup. Well, I may have stuff in the dishwasher. I'm just going to use this lid. This is a half cup. And my cup is in the dishwasher from the crab cakes last night. So, of course, 2 halves makes a whole. So 1/2 cup. Of course, if you have your own, you can buy cheese shredded in the bag. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, I try to be as clean as possible. They say it has extra stuff in there to keep it from clumping. So we've got our cheddar cheese, goat's milk for me. If you can have cow's milk. Y'all are here. I know I don't want to use the term lead attorney does. Long blank. But y'all, this is when I try new recipes. This cheese is good. Greedy and hungry. Okay, I should pack it away. Let me put it away. Of course, I'm going to keep nibbling on it. Oh, I was looking for that. Okay, hold on. Wait a second. Just putting the cheese in the meal prep container. Save a little bit to snack on. And my 1 cup of cheese. Oh man, I got the wrong lid. Wrong size. I'll fix it later. Let me put it out of sight, out of mind. Okay, I think we got everything, y'all. I know y'all are waiting for the happy dance. I'm trying a new recipe. I've never made this before, so I don't know how it's going to taste. Y'all, okay, I got to fix this. One moment, please. I am Maggie, your substitute teacher. This is hilarious. Y'all, that was funny. Struggle streaming, struggle cooking. See how long my oven has been waiting on me? All right, we got the cheese, we got everything. I am going to bring my cooktop here and see if I can brown the bacon here in front of you guys. If not, I'll have to go to the stove. I don't know if it's going to work on cast iron, so let's see. Let me make some space. Salad shooter for the win. I'll wipe this down and clean it up. All right, we got our shredded cheese. Salt, pepper. We got our beef bacon. Eggs on deck. Suzette speaks kale. I'll put that in a Ziploc bag and get rid of it because not get rid of it, but put it back in the fridge. And we'll see if we can air fry some while this thing is in the oven. Make some, I don't know how you make kale chips. It can't be anything other than oil, salt, and pepper. So we'll see if we can make that. Suzette wants a way to make kale taste better. Hey, my 2 baby loves. Thanks for being here. All right, just put in the kale. this huge Mama Jamma in a Ziploc bag. Try to clean as I go. There's still stuff to clean up at the end, but you know, try and keep your workspace as neat as you can. It's hard, especially when you're making a new recipe and y'all, sometimes I have everything out. You can't have dairy either, Maria. Cow dairy. Let me know, Maria, have you tried any plant-based like almond milk, coconut milk, or does goat's cheese work for you? All right, link is in the description. I bought this little Duxton cooktop so I can put it on the counter and I don't have to walk back and forth. I don't know if it's going to work on cast iron. I didn't read the manual, but it works on certain pans. If not, it'll throw an error. So we're going to put the cast iron in it and see if it works. That's one way to find out. All right. So, it's my cast iron skillet. Great. Just needs a little TLC, but you know, sometimes you're afraid of them. I know I was. But nothing fries like it. Keeps the heat like it. Whew. All right. So before I put my bacon in here, make it dirty. Let's see. This thing only turns on when you have a pan on it. So let's see if it turns on or if I get an error. So I have my cooktop with my cast iron on it. It works on cast iron, y'all. Oh, now we're cooking with gas. Okay, not gas, electric. It's electric. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry. Focus, Maggie. Add the bacon. Medium high. Okay. Woo, it heats up fast. And y'all know, never put the cast iron in the dishwasher. Hot water, scouring brush, and then season it. What I do, wipe it dry. I use the same cooking spray. My coconut oil. Hold up the dry cast iron, spray the front and back, wipe it all on there. Good to go. All right, y'all, I'm all fancy now. We're gonna do everything here. Cast iron is great for everything. So we're supposed to cook this bacon down. I know, hee hee. Y'all hear that? Sizzle. Cook for 10 minutes. All right. I'm gonna see if I can do two things at once. Because we can let the bacon cook down and see if we get the oil that we need. Let's go ahead and crack these eggs and put them in a large bowl. Wait a minute, hold up, let me turn it down. All right, this is bigger than we need, but let the bacon brown. It's going nicely. I'll show you guys. I don't know if we're gonna get the oil we need, but little pot holder for cast iron or anything metal. The bacon is browning. Again, this is beef bacon. I don't think I'm gonna get the oil. I think I'm gonna have to add some oil, but I'm gonna let this sizzle and get as crispy as it wants to be. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put our 8 eggs in here. So I'm using whole eggs. I'm sure egg substitute will work. If you try it, let me know. And I have exactly 8 left. All right. So we got our 8 eggs. I'm going to save my shells for the lizards. 8 eggs in here. Let me wash my hands again. All right. Let's see if we can check on this bacon. Y'all, I don't think the beef bacon is going to give us the fat that we need. It's crisping nicely. I'll turn it up a little bit. I'm going to have to add some oil. The recipe says you're supposed to collect the oil from the fat that comes off the bacon, but lucky me, this bacon is pretty lean. So, let's see. We're getting nice little charred pieces, but not much fat is coming off. Belle is going to do a sensitivity test. They don't do the cheek swab and the hair. Oh, so let me tell you about that. So you guys, I've shared, but in case anybody's new here, I have been tested for food sensitivities 3 times because things change. Let me turn this down a little bit. I'll show you guys what we have. So the metabolic specialist that I use, I did it in her office. Link is in the description. Nancy Massoud, amazing woman from Lebanon. She's got an office here in Atlanta, but she takes clients worldwide. And it doesn't just have to be for weight loss. If you have all kind of health issues, you know, I'm not a doctor, but she just kind of helps get, you know, things, you know, whether it's sleep issues or female issues, you never know. So anyway, you know, for me, obviously, I've struggled with weight and I've been going up and down, and the weight problem was turning into a health problem. All right, I'm going to turn this down. I think this bacon is just about as crispy as it's going to get. Golly, smoking. I'll just keep stirring it so it doesn't. I really want it to char, so I shouldn't stir it too much. So, in order to find out what foods my body tolerates, the food sensitivity test that I did in her office was a cheek swab and some hair samples. Cheek swab on the inside, so it was like this long Q-tip thing. Open your mouth, you know, swab, 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 and then she puts it in a little container um, to mail off. And then, you know, she took a few hair samples from the back, not a lot, you know, just some baby locks. I think the hair samples are about like minerals and different things that, okay, let me turn this off. It's beeping at me. This is all we got. I think the hair samples are to kind of see, y'all know how like they do drug testing and stuff like that, and certain things stay around in your system for a long time, or they can tell how long ago you quit or whatever. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. But you know, she tests the food sensitivity is really, I think, just the cheek swab. The good news is Nancy's agreed to do an interview with me, so I'll be seeing her and we'll schedule a collaboration. As soon as I get a date, y'all will know. So this is what I got from the beef bacon. So kind of crispy. You know, if it were pork bacon, I would have more fat, so I'm going to have to add some. But you guys can see, you know, what we got here. I'm going to taste a little piece. Got a little bit of crunch on it. Flavor's great, but it's a little bit drier than pork bacon. Oh well. Okay. At least the cast iron works. Because when I go back to be retested, every retest is just the cheek swab. The hair samples I did once. Did she do it again? I don't think so. Maybe she did. I don't know. LockedInWellness.com. Link is in the description. LOCKEDWELLNESS.com. She takes clients all over the globe. You can do your own swab and mail it into her or whatever. I don't know. But, you know, just to get things aligned up, if you're having trouble sleeping, check it out. I know she does do a free consultation, so you can, you know, get on the schedule and just do like a Zoom meeting or a phone call and get some of your questions answered. But the hair samples was to see like what kind of minerals were hanging around in my body, like vitamins and stuff. I know in the beginning I was taking like vitamin D, and I don't know. I'm not a medical professional, but once you kind of get things in order, it's like It's more intensive in the beginning, but then, you know, as things fall off my sensitivity list and my system started to normalize, I don't have to do a whole bunch anymore. But what has been consistent in my 3 tests: cow dairy, gluten, and sugar, plus a couple other things. Sugar is for all of us, y'all. We just eat way too much of it. All right, focus. So we got the bacon crispy. Move it to a paper plate. I don't have to. There's no oil in here. There's none. I'm just going to leave it in here. Large bowl, add the eggs, quarter cup of water. So we have 8 eggs. For the food sensitivity test, I always share with you guys, you can do the one that I did, but there are other options. Everlywell, I haven't used them, but I've worked with them in, you know, a couple jobs ago. They have a mail-in food sensitivity test. Now that one is a finger stick. So it's a blood sample. You prick your finger and you put some drops on this paper card and you mail it in. And they send you a report with all of your food sensitivity. So there's a blood test. And then I've also heard of people doing like a full nutrition panel in their doctor's office. I don't know if that's blood work from your arm. I don't know. But there are ways to find out what's going on in there. Hey, Shalja, sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Hey, Creation, glad you're here. All right, so we got our beef bacon crisped up. I need a quarter cup of water. Quarter cup. My handle broke. I'm using it anyway. Quarter cup of water. In with the eggs. Half teaspoon salt and pepper. Half teaspoon. I'm using this kosher salt. I don't know. Something special about it. Okay, that's a little bit more, but put it in the eggs. And then pepper. I do have the fresh grinded one, but at this point, I'm just going to use the canister, y'all. Regular old Walmart pepper. I'll garnish with the ground one. Just going to open this. Go in with your measuring spoon. This little flat edge lets you level it off, so you have exactly half teaspoon, if that matters. Add that with the eggs. All right. It says set aside. Drain off all but 2 tablespoons of bacon fat. I don't have any bacon fat. This is beef bacon. I was supposed to get fat from the pan. I don't have fat. Well, I have fat. But my bacon, yes, hello. This is what happened when I browned the bacon. So I have these nice little crispy pieces, but it didn't give me very much fat. Ooh. 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 Little charred. It's okay. Okay. Drain all but 2 tablespoons of bacon fat. Don't have any. If the bacon has not rendered enough fat, add 2 tablespoons of olive oil instead. I'm not using olive oil. My substitution is this coconut oil, MCT oil. If you can have olive oil, please use that. Let me get 2 tablespoons. It says set the eggs aside. All right. So we're going to do, this is a, yes, tablespoon. So we're going to do, I've always wondered how much is in a pump. Hold on, it's like a quarter tablespoon. So I'm going to set it down and pump carefully. All right, so putting this in the bacon because I should have bacon fat. All right, 2 tablespoons of coconut oil going into the bacon. Return the skillet to medium high and add the sweet potato. Ha 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 ha. How much sweet potato? It said 1 small. And y'all know I'm not using sweet potato. Here's my substitute, butternut squash. It says about 1.5 cups. I'm gonna eyeball it because I'm gonna save some of it for that kale. Woo! I love the color. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, I will measure 1.5 cups. Hold up. So we got the oil, the bacon. Just making sure because I just moved fast and messed stuff up. Return the skillet to medium high, add the sweet potato, and then a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and pepper. All right, so this is what we have. Our bacon with coconut oil, since I didn't have bacon fat. I'm gonna turn this back on and turn it to medium. Butternut squash. Dropping some. It says 1.5 cups. 1 cup butternut squash. About 1/2 cup butternut squash. It's supposed to be sweet potato, but this is my substitute. All right, so I'm gonna turn this on. Well, sweet potato, 1/4 teaspoon salt and pepper. So bacon and butternut squash. Go ahead and turn this on because I'm using frozen. Because that's what I got. All right, 1/4 teaspoon salt and pepper. I know I could have eyeballed it, but I knew I had a 1/4 teaspoon in there somewhere, and I just wanted to use it. Which is like nothing, right? A pinch of salt and a pinch of brown pepper, Walmart black pepper. All right. Turn it up. Woo! Stuff's flying out. Ooh! Popping me. Hold up. Getting angry. So, y'all saw that this butternut squash was frozen, but it's not taking long in this skillet to soften up. Let me read. Stir until the potato is slightly brown and fork tender, about 7 to 10 minutes. All right, so I'll show you guys what we have, and I'm gonna clean up while it's cooking. Colors are pretty. So we've got our butternut squash, my substitute for sweet potato, and beef bacon. If you use pork, use that. I had to add a little bit of coconut oil. So we're gonna let this sit. I'm doing medium to medium low because this cast iron on this cooktop gets hot fast, and I'm going to kind of clean up. I'm getting excited. It's just me, y'all, but this is what I do on the weekends. I spend time trying new recipes when it's, just me and I have time to experiment. It's fun. But I know it's a lot. But I appreciate y'all being here. So we're looking for, ooh, I like what I'm seeing. Hold up. I love what's starting to happen to the, I almost called it sweet potato. I'll show you. See how our, oh crap. I need to plug up, y'all. I'm sitting here running my mouth, battery's low. You know, we've already been struggle streaming. Sorry about that. Should have said, oh shoot. Etiquette teacher's gonna get me. All right. It's just me and my iPad, y'all. Maggie TV. All right. Now we're charging. Sorry, y'all. Oh, y'all are talking about home kits. Oh, the home kit for the food sensitivity test. Yeah. You know, I know y'all are here for different reasons. Some people want new ideas of stuff to cook because you get bored of the same thing. Me too. Some people have health challenges they're trying to overcome. That used to be me. I understand. I still got some weight to lose, but all the health issues have gone away. You know, of course, just getting older. I'm 46, but hey, I'm older, but I'm not old. And some of us have, you know, family, kids, husband, whatever you have that you want to just, you want to feed them well and you want to feed them the good stuff. So whatever brought you here, I'm glad you're here. Y'all, my oven has been preheated this whole time. Every time I walk over there, it's hot. But we're going to make this. All right. So again, the butternut squash, I'm just waiting for it to brown. I took it out of a frozen bag, so it's going to take a little bit longer. Yes, please like, subscribe, and share. Thank y'all for being here. Uh-oh, I'm scared to touch it. Y'all already know. But again, butternut squash, great substitute for sweet potato. You can puree it and make it a mash. You can cook it like the fried apples, Lead Attorney's fried apples, and butter brown sugar. Make a nice sweet potato fry. Air fry it. Oh yeah. Okay, so we're starting to get, let me show you guys. So to cook this until the butternut squash turns brown and golden. I don't know if y'all can see that. If you see how it's starting to get that. Now again, that coconut oil that I use has a high smoke point, so I'm over here smelling like the varsity. We're gonna do just a little bit more. Sorry, y'all. But thank you for being here. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. We're gonna roast some butternut squash. Trying to think if I wanted to do it with the kale. I'll do it separate. Make some kale chips. I'll do a long stream today. This will be one and done. So when I get my massage later, I could just woo-saw, maybe make a cocktail. All right. I feel like it's done. Well, it says fork tender, so let me get a fork and taste it. I know it started from frozen, but they're starting to mash. Like, you guys can see that the bacon and the butternut squash, it looks good. If I bite through it and it's not cold in the center, I'm gonna call it done. Woo! Perfect. Woo! The sweetness. Okay. Woo! Okay, focus. See, this is when I get excited. Return to the skillet medium-high, add sweet potato, quarter teaspoon salt, pepper, and cook until the potato is brown and fork tender. Done. Add the kale and a small pinch of salt and pepper. 3 cups of kale. Oh, see, y'all? Janky. 3 cups of kale. If you're new, we chop the kale and then we rinse the kale. I saw that online. That helps get some of the bitter taste off. So putting the kale in here and more salt and pepper. I'm just gonna eyeball it. I think I put up the kosher salt, but y'all know. All right, so I'll show you what we have. Oh, I should have shown you before I put the kale in here. I'll move it to the side so y'all can get a peek. So we have the butternut squash and the bacon. I put the kale on top, salt and pepper. Stir until wilted, about 4 minutes. Let me focus because I want this to turn out well. I'll do our little snacks in a second. So I'm gonna just kind of fold and put the kale towards the bottom and bring the butternut squash and bacon up top so that the kale can be closer to the heat source and wilt on down. Wilt on down. Ooh, it's turning a nice bright green. It was kind of ashy before. Okay, it's beeping at me. What happened? I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna keep stirring. And I'll show you guys what's happening. You saw the color of the raw kale. I'll show you. You see we've got some ashy areas and some bright green areas. As it cooks, it's getting this beautiful bright green color. I'm liking the color. You've got the burnt red from the bacon. You've got the orange from the sweet potato, butternut squash for me, and then the kale. All right, so I'm just gonna let it sit and let it wilt down. It is shrinking in volume. Ooh, Maria, you're having Vietnamese. What are you having? Is it pho? That noodle? Y'all, I gotta do delicious food with a healthy twist. Someone commented, Crystal Light, thank you if you're out there, that you love my passion for food. But yeah, y'all, please have some for me. I'm just trying to get this weight off, you know? If you don't struggle and you can eat it, please eat all that stuff and eat some for me. I'm gonna have to, you know, mainly eat this way for the rest of my life. So I'm trying to find things that I want to eat. But yeah, it's like cleaning up. 80% of the time I'll eat like this. Ooh, you're having pho with pork and spring rolls. That sounds so good. Sounds so good. Hey, we all have something to struggle with, right? Unfortunately, mine is food related, but other things come easier to me, you know? So we all got something. I think I'm good, y'all. I'm going to show you what we have. I think it looks pretty. I've got my kale to wilt down. We've got our sweet potato substitute butternut squash. Hopefully y'all can see. Y'all don't apologize to me, please. Multitask in my class. I'm gonna taste. Yummy. Bacon. Look at this butternut squash, how nice and charred. And I know I'm supposed to be making a frittata, but Nana said taste as you go. If nothing's raw, taste it. The saltiness of the bacon, the sweetness of the butternut squash, the freshness of the kale. Getting excited. Okay, add the kale, small pinch of salt and pepper. Cook until wilted. All right, we're done with page 1. Almost done, y'all. I know. Add the bacon. Oh, I wasn't supposed to have the bacon in here, y'all. I was supposed to take it out and put it on a plate. See, I was just supposed to be cooking the... That's why it looks like it looks. Add the bacon back. Turn the heat down to medium-low. Add the egg mixture and half of the cheddar. 8 eggs, water, salt, and pepper. I was supposed to take the bacon out. See, I messed that up. If you're using pork bacon, you were supposed to spoon it out and just cook the kale in the oil. I'm just mixing the eggs. Y'all, I do what I can. I told you I'm not a chef. Add the egg mixture and half of the cheddar. So it's fine. That's why my bacon is looking quite done. So I'm going to spread this out evenly in the pan because now I'm going to pour the eggs over all of it. All right. So I'm just going to spread this out in the pan because you're going to serve this like a pie. So I want a little bit of bacon, a little bit of butternut squash, sweet potato, and a little bit of kale in each bite. So I probably won't lift it up, but this is our before. Not bad. Very beautiful. So now this is our egg mixture. I'm pouring this over all of it. Ooh. Gloop, 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 gloop. And half of the cheddar. I'll lift it up carefully. I don't want my eggs to spill. So you see our eggs are in there. All right. And half of the cheddar. Cheddar. Goat's cheddar for me. If you can have full cheddar, have it. So I'm going to sprinkle this all over. Y'all, this is so pretty. I really should be taking pictures as I cook. All right. Let you guys see. Bacon, butternut squash, egg, cheddar, kale. All right, my guest just responded. Oh, a couple of hours. Okay, no problem. All right, focus. Using a rubber spatula, start scrambling the eggs. So we're going to start scrambling. Cast iron. All right. Start scrambling the eggs. And when the edges, so I'm in this spatula, I'm in the skillet like this. I turn the fire up and okay. I'm just moving the food around here to go from runny eggs to scrambling them with the kale, with the butternut squash, with everything. When the edges begin to set, top with the remaining cheddar and then transfer to the oven. All right. So I'm scrambling the eggs around. I'll show you guys. Trying to get this to go from clear to more yellow. And when it does, we're going to take another break and I'm going to toss another load in the wash. Oh yeah. Now the eggs are starting to set the bottom and getting that eggy. All right. I'm waiting for the edges to set. You know what? This might have to be good enough. Oh, Vel. Massage appointment. I was like, who's getting a massage? Me. Sorry, y'all. I'm not paying attention. But if I miss your question or comment, hey, the real enriched talk. Thank you for being here. All right, y'all. I think this is good. If I miss your comment, just repost it because I'm down here in this kale. I'm going to show you guys what we have. It looks kind of weird, but I think I'm going to put it in the oven and then we're going to take a laundry break. All right. Cast iron is heavy, but it's working, y'all. So you see how our eggs are starting to get a little bit more set instead of clear. We've got our kale, our bacon, beef bacon for me, butternut squash, which is my sweet potato substitute, salt and pepper. So of course now I'm not going to taste it because I've got raw eggs. That's why you want to taste every step as you go. So besides having the bacon in too long, so far it tastes great. Now it says top with the remaining cheddar and then put it in the oven for 5 to 7 minutes. Keisha, yes. Thank you for being here, sweetheart. Thank you for being a channel sponsor. This is a great segue into our commercial. Thank you for being a channel sponsor, and thank you for the cook along. So this is the rest of my shredded goat's cheese. If you can have cheddar from cow milk, have it. This is cheddar from goat's milk because I'm sensitive to cow dairy. So I'm just sprinkling this over the top of this frittata. Y'all, I'm getting excited. It's been a labor of love. Just putting this all the way around. I really want some more cheese, please. But, all right. So I'll take a picture. I'll raise it up. Then this bad boy is going in the oven. And we're going to take a 5-minute laundry break. It looks beautiful. Just taking pictures. All this goes on my Instagram, Maggie the Substitute Teacher, or my community tab. All right. So this is what we have. I sprinkled the rest of the cheese on top. You can see the eggs are starting to cook. All right. So I'm going to open the oven, which has been preheating since 1842, and we're going to put this in. I'm going to put a sheet of foil on the bottom just in case anything bubbles up for easy cleanup. Completely optional, but hey. All right. Whew. So our frittata, I can see the cheese starting to melt. I can see the eggs starting to cook. That's at 400. Bake until the egg is set and lightly puffed up. So we're going to have like a little meringue thing going. Wow. 5 to 7 minutes. Okay. I'm putting this in the oven. We're going to go to commercial break, which means thank you to our channel sponsors, Keisha, Maria, Really People. Completely optional. If you want to support the channel, I do have a Cash App and others, $M Brown. I just appreciate y'all being here and helping the channel to grow. This daggone cast iron. But I'm going to put on some music and mute myself, throw a load in the wash, and then I'll be back. This says 5 to 7 minutes. So this is our before. So you can see the white on the edges. The egg is starting to set, but we still got some jiggly egg, cheese, kale, sweet potato, butternut squash for me, bacon. Beef bacon for me. Oh, you know what? Use 2 hands. All right, setting a timer for 5 minutes, just in case I get distracted. It'll help me. It says 5 to 7 minutes. So we're going to commercial break. Here's my information, completely optional. If you want to support, feel free. And here's a little intermission music. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. Let me go put these towels down. Doesn't everybody like warm, clean towels? So let me put these in the guest room. I just wanted to check. I don't know if y'all can see, but it's rising. And my Instagram. Oh, did it die? That's our 5-minute mark. Hold up. All right, a little smoky. Thank y'all for letting me. I don't know what happened to Instagram. Let's see. I may have to plug it back up. Thank y'all for letting me cook and do laundry. I'm looking at it. It's puffed up. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you all for being here. It looks good. Just going to load the dishwasher. I know the 5 minutes has gone off. I'm just waiting for a little bit more puff on the eggs. Clean up. I'm very excited. This is, I'm taking my time with all the ingredients, but y'all can tell if you did this yourself, it wouldn't take that long. This be a beautiful presentation if you're having like Sunday brunch, having some people over, then you could put this on the table. All right. Oh, I'm seeing some puff. I'm seeing some egg puff. All right. Sorry, y'all. Clean as we go. Oh my gosh, I'm dropping stuff. And we're gonna get that out. I'm just gonna make some space on the counter. Oh, the cheese is sizzling. All right, good. Let me wash my hands. And we're gonna put away our cooktop. Ooh, it's still kind of hot. So let's move it and let's get our frittata. I'm excited, y'all. And my ring light just died. What is happening? Oh my gosh. Whew. Looks beautiful. Y'all, I'm gonna turn the ring light back on so you can see. Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't know what happened. Hold up. Wouldn't this be beautiful on a table? Maggie's a great hostess. Thank you. I try to be hostess with the mostest. I am a 5-star Airbnb superhost and I love it. I stayed at Airbnb when I was in Australia for the first time, and I know what it feels like to be away from home, and my hosts were great. Robin and Roger, a great empty nester couple that took me in and helped me get my way around Sydney. Looks good, doesn't it? Oh, y'all. All right, so you can put this on the table, Sunday brunch. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, thank you, Keisha. Another channel sponsor, another time. Remove from oven and let cool for 5 minutes. Slice into wedges and serve. All right, y'all. So I think it looks amazing. We're gonna let it cool. All right. While it's cooling, I want to do a quick couple snacks. Just set them and put them in the air fryer. I'm moving because I'm hungry, y'all. All right, so I'm taking the leftover butternut squash. I'm just putting it in a bowl. I'm gonna do just like the fried apples. I'm gonna make a little sweet and savory. I'm gonna microwave a little bit of butter. If you like sweet potato fries, there was a little seed in there. I'm using goat's butter. If you can have cow dairy, have the regular thing, but y'all know this is what I use, Delamere goat's butter. Thanks, Bill. Y'all, I'm gonna keep going. This will be my one and only stream for today. I know it's a long one, but please make yourselves comfortable or go handle whatever you gotta handle. All right. I'm just gonna microwave a little bit of butter so I can drizzle. Christmas Eve! Oh yes, absolutely. That'd be a great Christmas morning breakfast. No calorie brown sugar or brown sugar blend. Just getting a teaspoon in here, just like we do for the fried apples. Putting this in with the butternut squash. Oh, I need to get a picture of that. Some melted butter. Maybe I need more. Any warming spice. Dust with cinnamon. You can mix it with a spoon. This is frozen butternut squash. Just coating it. Just like that cinnamon toast crunch. And I'm gonna spread this on a sheet, put it in the air fryer, let it caramelize. Y'all, this frittata looks so good. I'm gonna take some pictures. I'm sorry. And then I'll get some pictures when I cut into it. This may be the only meal I eat today, doesn't it, Maria? Thank you, sweetheart. So I'm just lining the tray with foil, just like you would do with the fried apples, do with the butternut squash. So again, frozen butternut squash, brown sugar. Just gonna scrape it out. Cinnamon and butter. Try to get it flat so they're not on top of each other, but still kind of close together. So you're gonna get that pool of nice syrupy whatever. I have to think, is anything raw? No. This is gonna go in the air fryer while we cut into that frittata. It should be cool by now. Oh, labor of love. All right, y'all. I'm gonna bring it over here and cut into it. Hopefully we have a beautiful cross section. I'm gonna pull up Dexley and I'm gonna sit and eat. We'll do one mega stream today and then I'll let you guys have your Saturday afternoon. But if you need to hop, please hop. Y'all know I'm always here doing what I'm doing. Y'all see I had everything out. Chat and chow. You already know. Again, Monique likes to chat and chow. So this is our frittata. So Suzette Speaks, I bought the kale for you. I cooked the kale for me. So I'm going to cut it like a pie. All right, I want a big piece. I want a big cheesy piece. Bring out Dexley. Dexley is coming. I think I will go, okay. I got pictures. I'm just trying to remind myself because I go fast because I'm hungry. All right, so here is your before picture. The color, y'all, I'm so excited. Big Bad! Oh, we got another channel sponsor. You came just in time for the chat and chow. So our frittata, which is taking a while because I just do the most. Eggs, beef bacon, butternut squash, which is my sweet potato, salt, pepper, and goat's cheese. All right, that's enough. Enough! So I'm cutting a quarter of it. So Big Bad Bull, when I did the interview with Suzette Speaks, you know, she shared her food list with me of things she's trying to incorporate into her diet. And kale was on there. And she was asking, all right, let me do a little bit smaller. I don't want to look greedy. She was asking if I knew of a way to make kale taste good. And I was like, all right. So I've cut a couple triangles. Let's see. Do I have a pie slicer? Not really. We'll use the fish turner. I'm not a big baker. So I didn't know what Suzette was going to ask me to cook. So I had kale on deck when I did her interview. But luckily, she went with the veggie quesadilla. So I've had this kale in the fridge and I don't want to waste food. So I saw this recipe. The recipe's in the description. I saw this recipe for this kale and bacon frittata. Y'all, I'm trying to get it out pretty. I need a pie thing. I don't have a piping of all this stuff. Little spatula. I want it to come out nice, but I want to jump in here and eat my way out. All right, one piece is out. I'm using the little spatula, that helps. This is my Maggie cake spatula. A little crazy looking. Let me get a picture of the cross section. Big bad bull again? Oh my goodness. Hold up, y'all. Only because I'm taking pictures. It looks good. All right. Now y'all know I'm going in for the bite because I'm greedy. And this may be all I eat today. I'll take a proper bite. But Uncle Stu said I don't hold it up long enough. So our kale, bacon, sweet potato, but butternut squash for me, egg and cheese frittata. All right, let me get a fork. I feel like it needs more. I'm gonna cut an orange really quick and just plate. I haven't had my fruit today yet. Y'all know how I'm about presentation. I did chop up the kale. So Big Bad, I chopped up the kale. So here's what I did, y'all. People have said, kale kind of has that bitter taste. I did chop it up. Maybe I didn't do a good job. But I saw on America's Test Kitchen with kale, most people wash their kale and then chop it. But when you chop it, that releases all the oils and that bitter taste that people don't like. So they said reverse the order. I'm just peeling my orange slices. They said chop the kale and then wash it. So I put it in the colander. And rinsed it after I chopped it. So I did chop it. And there's plenty left. And I'll make some kale snacks after this butternut squash is done. I know, y'all. I'm dragging. Here I come. I just want a really pretty plate. I put some oranges on one side. Yes, a rough chop, very rough. And I'm going to put raspberries on the other side with a little sprinkling of powdered sweetener. Y'all, all this stuff might end up in the cookbook one day, so we want it to look nice. Maybe I'll hire a photographer. Maybe it'll be my own pictures. Let's check our butternut squash. All right, I'm gonna let it go some more, but y'all see how it's starting to brown? I probably should have done a little bit more butter and sugar, but oh well. Okay, I know. I got some raspberries left. I just want a pop of color. Y'all know how Nana says I don't have enough color in my food, in my plates. Little leftover raspberry. Probably won't eat after my massage, so I want to go ahead and, you know what? I'll put these in a container so they don't mess up my plating. I have a ramekin right here. Fresh raspberry. Almost done. Just a little powdered sweetener on the raspberry. And then one more picture, and then I promise I'll eat it. Look, I'm gonna eat it anyway, even if I don't like it, because this is my meal. Y'all know I've been on here since 1842. Now, the picture. Whew. Oh, God. Big Bad, I think I see you on my screensaver or whatever, my notifications. Usually my phone is on Do Not Disturb, but because you're here, thank you. Our channel sponsor comes again. All right, y'all. With fruit. So imagine your Sunday brunch or hosting. Let's eat. Oh, it's a little done on the bottom. Yeah. Mmm. Okay. Now, I'm not gonna lie. It's a little burnt on the bottom, but if I take the burnt piece off, y'all saw me struggling. The kale, the egg, the butternut squash. Mmm. All right, Dexley. It's very good. Honestly, I oversalted just a touch because I was getting tired towards the end. But, the fruit cuts that. Woo. All right, y'all. Let me sit down. Let me bring y'all down. I think Instagram, I don't know what happened. And I'm not going to worry about it. All right. Let me get my seat. All right, we'll let that keep going. Yes. That shout out to the channel sponsors. Y'all. But it actually, besides the burnt bottom, and I think that's just me using this cast iron on my cooktop. So it's a little burnt on the bottom. And, ooh, y'all, it's good. In between bites of raspberry, the raspberry is kind of tart. And the kale softened up nicely, and it doesn't have that bitter taste. So that bitter taste that people don't like. Now this is mixed in with the egg and cheese. I'm gonna make some kale snacks. Sorry, this is. I should have cut it. I'm hungry. Thank you, Mona. I'm gonna make some kale chips or something with this leftover kale, and just oil, salt, and pepper, and see if they have that bitter taste. Because in here with the food, it doesn't taste bitter at all. And I've had a kale salad, but y'all, it's really good. Let me see. A lot going on, but it's yummy. Now the beef bacon, I've said this before, it's got a little bit more of a chew, a little bit more of a jerky feel than if you use regular bacon. You know how it has that crumbly, melty fat. Great brunch though, or lunch, or dinner. Oh my God. Y'all, this is good. I would make this with real bacon. Wonderful. Great idea. Bill. Cast iron is still warm, but Christmas morning, like you said, you could do your crumbly bacon ahead of time. Y'all saw I used the frozen butternut squash. That worked out great. Yes, Big Bad, I did. I've been on here since 3 hours ago. I've taken bathroom breaks and laundry breaks. But yes, I did. That's what I'm gonna start doing for you guys now. So Big Bad is asking if I demoed everything. I did. When I started live streaming, y'all, I used to think, oh, I'm gonna have everything on the counter so it's just perfect and I don't have to run back and forth because Nana scolded me. But I'm on late because I'm cleaning. I have to bleach the bathroom, do laundry, fluff the pillows, wash towels. I got a new guest flying in, so I wanted to make sure the guest room was ready. So this is all I've eaten today. I did have a chocolate like protein shake. This is my first food. Probably all I'll eat today. Y'all, the fruit. When you don't eat artificial sugar, the natural stuff is so good. So I think the reason why my frittata is a little burnt on the bottom. If you, who wants to do that? I put it on the lowest shelf in the oven, one, and then the recipe said you're supposed to chop up the bacon, cook it, and then like the oil and the fat that comes off, I was supposed to take the bacon out of the pan and just cook the kale in the bacon fat. I messed that part up because I'm using beef bacon and I didn't have a lot of fat. I kept the bacon in there long and I think it kind of charred the bottom of the cast iron. Hey, this is real life, y'all. Let's see how our butternut squash is looking. I'm gonna let it sit for a while, but I just want to check it. Whew. Y'all, it's a lot, but I love it. So if someone says, we're having brunch and we're having a kale frittata, of course, now you know how to make one. You could do, like you said, Big Bad, you could do broccoli, you could do broccolini, you could do spinach, anything that will wilt down nicely with egg, absolutely. Okay, even more burnt. All right, y'all. I probably should have done more butter and sugar, but I'm going to show you what I'm trying to do. I'm going to get one so you can see. Okay, I was kind of light on the butter and brown sugar, but if you coat it well, do y'all see how, let me see if I can hold it. Do you see how it's getting like a little crust on it? Oh my God. Oh, taste is excellent. Taste is excellent. Just like the fried apples, but I was moving fast. But yeah, really coat them well. Great substitute for sweet potato. All right, I'm gonna eat this. Has anybody made kale chips before? Wonder how long those have to cook. Because I'm gonna try that, and that will answer the question of the bitterness. But yes, I would agree. For kale, chop it first, then rinse it well. That helps remove the bitter taste because this is not bitter at all. It just feels like, you know, leafy greens. Mona, do you have a time and temperature? I'm assuming you just coat them with oil and salt and pepper. Lay them flat. I'm gonna cut up, I've already cut up. I'm gonna air fry the rest of the chips. Make kale chips for the first time. Phil, what do you feel like? 375, 12 minutes. Okay. You got it. Whew. I'm going to get up and make them, y'all. We're doing the super stream. One and done today. This is what I'm eating. Frittata is gone. I got a whole 3/4 of a pan left. That's the only thing, because it's just me. And then when I cook like larger portions, I don't really want to eat leftovers. I don't have any problem with leftovers, but I want to cook fresh for y'all all the time. So I still have like some French toast sticks, and so I usually cook for one. So I cook it, eat it, and I'm done. So you coat them with oil, massage in the oil. Yes, ma'am, we're going to do that. And add sea salt. All right. I'm going to finish this fruit. Then we'll put the kale chips in. Then I'll eat my butternut squash. Who had asked me? I think it was Condemnia. Someone said they wanted more like vegetarian options. So this butternut squash in the air fryer are very good. Obviously the fruits and veggies. These kale chips. The frittata, you could make that with a just egg. If you eat eggs, this is a great substitute. You can take the bacon out and just use coconut oil or olive oil. Whew. Y'all. Oh. Yummy. I really want like some whipped cream on them. I think I'll do that. Because you know what? I just want to. So what I'm going to do. You're good though. I'm going to. I think it's the washing machine, but I hear stuff knocking around and I'm like, all right. Stand back up. Put the kale chips in. Finish my fruit. Hopefully the kale chips will be done. And then we're done. All right. Whew. I appreciate y'all being here. It's nice to sit down and just eat, because I'm always doing the most. But all right. Here we go. All right. So, all done with the frittata. Not hard at all. Just hate that I burnt the bottom. Because every bite has a little bit of that burnt taste. But I'm going to eat it. See what I mean? And I think because the, what's it called? Bacon wasn't very fatty and I left it in too long. It kind of, how do you say? You know, charred the bottom. I don't know what this is. Oh, some egg. All right. Oh, God. Hang out, Dexley. Oh, y'all, this is so good. I know presentation isn't good, but y'all, I wish you could see this. Like the texture, I'm going to show you one that looks like what I was trying to get. Can you see how it's like soft and, I don't know how to describe it, but look at this, like how, and I'm going to bite into it. But do you see how like the texture, and it's so like sweet, and butternut squash, excellent sweet potato substitute. Okay, let me get another apron on. So we've been to Costa Rica, let's go to Paris. Chocolat, one of my favorites. All right, just so I don't get any oil on me, I want to look presentable when I welcome my guests. I've got new Airbnb guests flying in, so I don't want to look like Who Shot John. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing for these kale chips. I've never made them before, but it can't be hard. I had leftover kale that I chopped first and then rinsed so that you get the bitter taste out of them. So here's going to be the test. If I make these kale chips and they taste just as smooth as they do in the frittata, then that works. All right. I'm gonna do olive oil. I know I'm supposed to do this MCT oil, but the smoke point is so low. It's so lean, it doesn't give you that nice coating. Line my skillet with the cassava tortilla. Are you talking about for the frittata and like scoop it out and have like a, with the tortilla on the bottom? Yummy. All right, so I'm gonna line this tray with foil. What has hairs all over it? What happened? Hairs that aren't hairs. Oh, the raspberries. Oh, y'all hate the little fuzziness? I know, right? That is so funny. That is so funny. I'll eat them. I know Belle did blackberries in her Maggie cakes yesterday, and blackberries are kind of seedy. I understand. Okay, so I have these leftover kale pieces that I've chopped and then washed. I've got some extra virgin olive oil. I'm just gonna do it here, y'all. In this colander, put some paper towel down. We want to thoroughly coat them. All right. Now, that might not be smart, but I could get my hands in there, but I'm just gonna really toss these. I'm looking to make sure every piece has some oil on it. Yeah, it's nice. It's on the side of the colander. I almost want to do a little bit more. Okay. Well, it's coming out the bottom, so that's not good. All right, let me put them in a bowl. Sorry, y'all. All right. Tired. Just a little bit more oil. Oh, it's nice. It kind of takes the ash out, and it's nice and green. Now it won't soak through my counters. So I'm just gonna these look nice and coated, and I'm just using olive oil. I'm gonna air fry these until they're crisp. I am gonna salt them. So I've got nice coverage with oil on each piece. Y'all can see it's even on the bowl. So we've got our kale. All right, just clean it up. I over the salted the quiche a little bit, so I'm gonna be, all right. Just toss it around, kind of like popcorn. I made stovetop popcorn last night by request. Make it one time, and they don't want the bag anymore. But it's fine, I don't mind, it's easy. All right. You can eat kale raw, so I'm just gonna taste a small piece for salt. Yes. Okay, so now I'm just gonna dump it on this foil tray. Well, I can taste a little bit of the raw bitterness, but not nearly as bad. I have had kale salads before, y'all, where it is just overpowering. This is pretty nice and shiny. Hopefully they're far enough apart, but we'll see. Bagel seasoning. Ooh, let's do a little bit. For a little extra texture, everything but the bagel seasoning. Kind of went down to the bottom, but all right. We're gonna put these in. Oh, I dropped one, but they look good. One stuck right here though. Whew. Finally. All right. We're gonna put this in. The oil in cooking really brings it to life. This is the raw kale, kind of ashy. And then y'all see when it gets oiled and cooked, how it's a beautiful bright green. So this is a great option for color. Yeah. So I'm gonna put this dusty one on the corner. Just see what happens to it. I don't know. All right, we're doing the French fry seasoning. Oh, I meant to get my whipped cream out. So I'm gonna eat my fruits and veggies while our chips are cooking. I've got my kind of crusty butternut squash, but I'm gonna eat it anyway. I'll show y'all. Sorry. I'm getting like that angry cook, banging around, tired. Big bad, I'm coming. All right, so y'all can see here, it's a little dry. If I had done more butter, like the fried apples, they would be in that ooey gooey syrup, but the taste is great. One moment. Woo! So good. The flavor. Come on, Dexley. Come on, Dexley. So Big Bad Bull wants to know if quiche and souffle are the same thing. Because I'm not a chef, I'm just a home cooker, I don't know the appropriate answer, but quiche is baked eggs like we just did on the raspberries, just because I'm extra. We're going to sit down and eat. Come join me, why don't you? Souffle is, one second. I don't know if souffle is a cooking technique or an actual product, but when I think of souffle, I think of like egg whites, like a meringue. Souffle is like that puffing up that happens when you cook like egg and egg white. So, you know what? Let me Google it for you. I can do that for a channel sponsor. Or let's ask the robot. Alexa, what is a souffle? Okay, I know it's hard to read, to hear, but it's a French word that means to grow. So when you cook something with egg or egg white, like our Maggie cakes kind of plump up, or if you're making a proper souffle, they were like, you can sweeten it, you can do other things to a souffle. So quiche is this, I don't know what the difference is between a quiche and a frittata, but what we made, this is what I would call a quiche. You know, you put your meat and veggies in, and then you bake it. Y'all, I know this doesn't look good, but it is so good. These butternut squash, you can see how they're kind of like golden and so good. Brown sugar butter. So hopefully that helps. Google is our friend. Yeah. Really, Maria? Thank you, sweetheart. Old Navy. Y'all, I am the queen of the Old Navy $12 dress. I always want to look presentable, but I'm not spending money on clothes. I mean, I have some nice pieces, but like for every day, thank you. And I bought one in like every color. Quiche has a crust, doesn't it? Let's ask the robot. Alexa, set volume to 10. Starting to sizzle. Alexa, what is a quiche?
Quiche is a noun meaning a pea-like dish consisting of an unsweetened pastry shell filled with a custard and usually containing cheese and other ingredients, as vegetables, seafood, or ham.
Correct. Y'all, this is so good. A little burnt with the brown sugar butter. So quiche has a crust, so it's made like a pie, and the quiche has the custard filling. And the custard is the egg, but you can put meat and vegetables and all that other stuff in it. I know she didn't meet Keisha. Autocorrect, probably. Yes, quiche has a crust. I love the little ones that you get, like little mini canapes, little appetizers, little one bite wonders. I love stuff like that. Butternut squash, golden. So I'm hearing some sizzling going on in there. I guess I should look at it. Tired, y'all. I'm not getting up. Oh, God. And I don't know if you can see in the air fryer, some got flown away. Ooh, they're nice and crispy. Let's try one. Mmm. Ooh, I like. Oh my gosh. Woo. Y'all, these are so good. I need to plate them for a picture. I will eat this. Hold up. I got some that flew off. That was like 5 minutes. I'm glad I checked. Okay, y'all, I'm being lazy. Hold up. Let me get up and plate those properly. Oh my God, y'all. This is the last time, I promise. Love it. Nice, very crispy. I can see how they're easy to burn. That olive oil really helps. The crunch, the crunch, the crunch. Aren't we here for the texture, right? The crunch, the crunch, the crunch. I'm just taking this foil off of here. Lava hot, and I'm just gonna pour them into a bowl. Greedy. I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of bagel seasoning on his. Y'all are helping me. This cookbook is gonna look like I really know how to cook. I do. Let me take a picture. They look better in a white bowl because the clear you can see right through to my counter. Hold up. I got oil on my phone. Hold up. Don't want to be taking greasy pictures. Happy dance. Y'all already know. Here I come. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh. Just take several in turn, several in turn. Whew. All right, y'all. Now we're gonna finish with the chat and chow. Not long. Just I'm gonna eat these chips eat these raspberries. Ugh. I'm done. Come on, massage. I need to take my belt. Oh my God. Sorry. Got me cinched up. So, okay. So I put some coconut cream on the raspberries. Excited about the kale chips. Oh my God. So this is the fuzzy fruit that y'all don't like. Now I'm looking at it. If y'all saw what we ate in Costa Rica, there are some fruits that look like prickly, weird. Just go with it. But it does have those weird little hairs on it. Dessert, fresh raspberries. Y'all already know about the non-dairy whipped cream. Made from coconut milk. You can also get it from almond milk. Just taking my time, savoring the last few bites. I think this is all I'll eat today, and I'll just do some tea. Maria Guanabana. Did I say that right? I've still got pictures to post up from Costa Rica. I still haven't gone through all of them. We stopped at this market eating chocolate pods, cocoa pods, slimy texture, so sweet. Just go with it. But I understand if you can't get past the hairs that aren't hairs, what are they if they're not hairs? Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, it is ugly, but it tastes so good. So what are these little things on my raspberries if they're not hair? Can fruits be hairy? I don't know. But now, I'm never going to look at raspberries the same. I'm still going to eat it though. All right, dessert is done. Hairy. Butternut squash, 9 out of 10. Raspberries, 10 out of 10. Kale chips, 9.5 out of 10. Let me know about the color, y'all. Jackfruit, maybe that's it. Oh, is this what kale chips are supposed to look like, or did I burn them? Fuzz, just like peaches. Okay. Let me know. Are kale chips, because this one is still green, but is this the dusty one? This may be the dusty one. Yeah. It didn't have any coating on it. So are kale chips supposed to be, this is the right color? Okay. I was giving myself a 9.5 because I'm like, did I burn them? They taste good. This is a great little snack. Coat them well with oil. I'll try them with my coconut oil and we'll see. This is kind of what you want that butternut squash to look like. Nicely oil in the fried apples. Color is spot on. Yeah, big bull. I'm in, big bad. I'm in the peach state. I love peaches too, but can't eat them right now. But they're amazing. Oh, a fresh, ripe, all the fruits. Are there any fruits I don't like besides raspberries? Let me think. Is there a fruit I won't eat? Papaya is okay. Not my favorite. I think I'll eat every fruit. Cherries are okay. Not my favorite. Had some amazing cherries roadside in France. But they're organic. Our organic standard is their regular standard. Whew. Y'all, I'm getting full. That's the thing. When you eat whole foods and whole fruits and vegetables, a little goes a long way. Y'all hear me crunching on here like a greedy person? Guava, yeah, guava's like, um, all the melons. Mm. Awesome guava jelly. That sounds good. Just sitting here, y'all, taking it all in. I can hear the washing machine on the spin cycle. So once that stops, I'm going to wrap it up. I have spare everything for my guests, but it's just easier for me to wash what I have instead of go dig in the extras. But if I have back to back, I will. Star fruit. What's funny, Mona? Oh, me just taking it all in? Yeah, I get that far away look. Is it the itis starting? You remember how you found me, Vel? So embarrassing, but I don't want to push it. So I think I'm good with the kale chips. Maybe I'll snack on these after my massage because I'm just at that point where it's like, you know what? I'm satisfied. And if I continue to eat, I could be uncomfortable. And I really don't want to do that. So I think I'm going to take the night off. I want you all to enjoy your Saturday night. I think I'm going to do the egg fast tomorrow. Oh, nectarines? I like nectarines. I think I'm going to do the egg fast tomorrow. Once a week, I do the egg fast. Just a day of eggs. I don't have apples. Oof. I guess I need to get apples or strawberries. Once a week, I do an egg fast where all I do is eat eggs. Sounds weird, but kind of helps the weight loss for me. Just going to drink on tea. And I'll snack on the kale chips later. So yeah, the frittata was a hit. Probably better with regular bacon. I used beef bacon and kept it in there a little too long, so I have a little burnt on the bottom, but the flavor is good. I feel bad because I made the whole recipe, which is like family size. I'm not gonna eat this. I wish I could give it away, but I ate a quarter of it. But it was very nice. You can see the cheese has started to solidify. But I got pictures while it was still nice and golden. The kale is a hit. So, yeah, Big Bad. It took me about an hour to get to it. So I'm going to wrap up. You can watch the replay. But the tip with the kale. So Suzette speaks. If you ever see this, to make kale taste better, cut it first, then rinse it well. If you rinse your kale first, like other vegetables, and then cut it, and it releases all those oils, you get that bitterness. So I saw that on TV, but I don't eat kale often. But these kale chips, if I can make them with my, I still have some more in there. If I can make these with my approved coconut oil, a little salt or bagel seasoning, toss them in the air fryer, get that nice crunch. That'd be a great snack. Oh, thank you, Bill. Can I freeze the pieces of the quiche, of the frittata? I probably could, but y'all know how eating reheated egg, it's just not the same. And I think I'm spoiled. I don't think I'm spoiled in that sense, but it's like, because I don't eat a lot and I don't eat often, I want the freshest, bestest. But you probably could freeze it and maybe put it like rebake it, you know. But I'm a little because the bottom has got that burnt. You can see like right in here how it's got a little bit of where it's dried, and I should have measured. I did over salt a little bit because we salted the kale, we salted the eggs, we salted the after the cheese. So maybe 2 out of 3 salts instead of 3. Make it a breakfast burrito with my tortillas. We'll see. Maybe I'm spoiled, y'all. I like to cook fresh. But yeah, I don't want to waste. I really try not to waste. So let's see. Maybe we can package it up and freeze it, or, I definitely won't toss it. I'll put it in the fridge when the kids come back from their dads, or maybe I'll take it to Nana. Maybe Nana's watching. She always loves to try. Oh, you all have made my Saturday afternoon. Thank you for visiting. I'm going to wrap it up. I don't know if I have kale in my teeth. Sorry, y'all. But yes, I think I'm done for the night. So we did 1 mega stream today. I'm going to go get this last load, put the extra pillows. Hopefully my guests arrive soon. Clean up, run the dishwasher, and slice the bottom off. Okay, take it out. And yeah, once I did that, take it out and slice off that bottom. Y'all are good. Reconstitute everything. Absolutely. Absolutely. So tonight I will be relaxing with a soothing beverage, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll do the egg fast. I don't know if I'll go live before service. I'll go to service and then I'm going to go to Sam's Club to see if I can find the beef bacon. So I'll do a Sam's Club haul tomorrow. All right, you guys. Instagram dropped off a long time ago. I think my battery died. I will see y'all Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Thank you again. Yes, thank you, Monique. I treat myself once a week. I have somebody come. I have a table upstairs, so it's nice. And I can just roll off and roll to bed. Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, thank you. No, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, thank you. Thank you to my channel sponsors. Thank you all for being here. Goodbye, and I will see you tomorrow afternoon-ish. Y'all have a good Saturday night. Trying to end it. Oh, I don't know. Y'all, here we go. I'm pressing the button. Oh, crap. It's not ending. I don't know. I'm scared. I don't want to lose it. Oh, crap. Is it still going? Y'all! Everything. Oh, okay. I think this is goodbye.